Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 188. 188 episodes of the True Capitalist Radio show have gone by. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. Moreover, folks, we got all kinds of little buttons underneath the damn player there for all you lazy, fat, jelly-ass ham bones that just can't open up a freaking window. All right? We got all kinds of Google Plus buttons, Facebook like buttons, freaking retweet this button, share this buttons. Use and abuse those freaking buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. Anyway, now that we've got that all out of the way, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. It is the second to last show of the new year, of the 2011, I should say. We are approaching the new year. All right, New Year's Eve is tomorrow, folks, and believe it or not, we are going to have a show tomorrow live. That's right. I don't know what time, but it's going to be way before the festivities. I'm not going to try to have it at midnight or anything of that nature. I know everybody has something to do, and if you don't have something to do, you better get something to do, all right? You better get something to do. All right, you better find something to do, for Christ's sake. It's New Year's Eve. You got to... If you're a female that you think you're going to be alone this New Year's Eve, believe me, there's a bunch of schlongheads that'd be more than willing to pamper you and coddle you and give you warmth on a cold New Year's Eve night if you just go out there and look for one, and vice versa. All right, if you happen to be a male that's going to be, fanning your balls this New Year's Eve, there are plenty of women that are out there that are going to be lonely. That are going to be lonely, and you need to be going out there and scouring for them right now. You got plenty of time. New Year's Eve is tomorrow, all right? New Year's Eve. Jesus Christ, I mean, New Year's Eve is tomorrow. Jesus Christ, what the hell am I talking about out here? Where's my drink, for Christ? I'm hyped, that's what it is. I'm hype about the new year. 2011 was a good year for me, folks. I don't know about you. I read an article recently that 75-80% of the folks want to just completely get rid of 2011. They don't even want to think about it. It was just a bad year for everybody. It wasn't a bad year for me, baby. All right? It wasn't a bad year for me. It was a great year for me, and I just can't wait for 2012, baby. I can't wait for 2012. I'm giddy. I don't know about you folks, but I'm giddy. And anyway, let me get my drink here. As a matter of fact, I've been drinking a lot of special beers, a lot of imports from Germany, a little Schlagen, Volkswagen. I've been drinking a lot of beers from Germany because they're really stout, they're very strong beers, for Christ's sake. They don't pussyfoot around, with the 2 or 3% alcohol by volume. Out here, they're throwing 7-8% alcohol by volume in some of these goddamn beers out here. So, when I'm slamming these down, it's going to be a little bit more of a festive ghost. little bit less beer. You know what I'm saying? And in my personal opinion, even though that I may be paying more for the import, I'm being able to, broaden my horizons as it pertains to getting the taste of certain beers from throughout the globe. But moreover, it's less beer for better buzz. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. Anyway, right now I haven't broken into the German beers. I'm having the last, believe it or not, I found myself a, what do you call this goddamn crap? Oh, yeah, what is it? A Negra. A Negra, for Christ's sake. Great beer. You know what I'm talking about, the Negras? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. It's a great beer, for Christ's sake. Great beer. Anyway, cheers to the Negra beer, and after that we're going to get into some Spaten. We're going to get into some Spaten, some Optimator, for Christ's sake. So, man, we're drinking today. I'm giddy, for Christ's sake. Let me go ahead and take a drink here. Pretty good stuff, man. It's pretty good stuff, to say the least. All right, man? All right, let me go ahead and get right to the markets, folks, because I'm pretty sure everybody's wondering what the hell's happening. What you're seeing here in this flat market today is a lot of people basically selling off. It's a tax play, and I don't really want to get into the tax ramifications of reasonings why a lot of people would be selling off their positions right before the new year, and they're probably going to buy back those same positions come Monday morning when 2012 trading day starts. And the reason is, folks, it's a tax situation. I'm not going to even get into the complexities of why investors do this, because I'm not going to try to give tax advice out here, all right? I mean, let me tell you something right now. This is the reason why I was an advocate for Herman Sugar Cane, baby, my man, until the damn system completely character assassinated him, because we need a little bit more simplification of the tax system. All right, believe it or not, this is why you're seeing a retraction, a very minor retraction, basically falling flat day today on the markets, the last day of trading in 2011. Believe it or not, for tax purposes, it behooves, no pun intended for you freaking bronies out there, but it behooves a lot of investors who base their income, or the majority of their income, off of the markets. They sell off all their positions, all right? Then they wait for the next trading day, which is a brand new year, 2012. They buy back their positions, and they go on with business as usual. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are like, wait a minute, I don't get it. I don't even want to explain it. But you can look it up if you really, really are concerned about why exactly investors are doing this. But believe it or not, they're doing it so they can pay less taxes. All right? That's the gist of it. That's why they do it. So, just take it from me, folks. I'm not trying to give tax advice to people, nor do I want to be a critic of tax code or anything of that nature, because we could go into a goddamn boring, long, accountant-like seminar in this broadcast, and I don't even want to do it. All right? But anyway, that's why we're seeing a little bit of a retraction here in the equities. But if you want my personal opinion, I don't think this is going to last for long. It's not going to last for long, for Christ's sake. I think that we are going to see a major pop here as the new year begins, because you have to look at the market as it based as far as the equities prices are concerned. They're in no way in line with earnings. I mean, earnings, believe it or not, have been beating expectations ever since last spring, for Christ's sake. But because of the volatile markets, because of the tentative investors, because of the low volume, and all these factors, you take that all into consideration, for Christ's sake, the prices of stocks have not fallen in line with earnings, all right? And this is why you're seeing this particular stock market of 2012 ending at the numbers that you're seeing today. We got a pussy-whipped investment community. We got low volume, which means there's not enough people in the market actually exchanging money for stocks out here, all right? We got all kinds of governments who refuse to implement actual austerity measures to basically balance the books of certain countries, all right? I mean, you've got just all these different factors that's got a helter-skelter type of situation in the markets today, folks. And this is why you don't have the stock prices in line with earnings, even though earnings are basically beating every goddamn analyst's expectations. So in my personal opinion, folks, I think that we are going to see a major pop as we go into 2012, folks. And that's why I've been bottom feeding. And not only that, I've got long-term positions that I've been bottom feeding on this whole volatile market. I mean, every time we've seen a pop, well, I've been able to sell off some of my positions and be able to make profits. When it comes down, I bottom feed and just try to hold up my positions until I see more profits in line and basically abandon ship whenever I feel that I think that there's no more profits to be had. So inevitable, folks, in my view, I think that this is a perfect opportunity for anybody out here that wants to look for some of these Dow Jones Industrial stocks that have been beaten down. Now, in my personal opinion, all right, in 2012, I think that you should start looking at financials. I think you should start looking at financials because they've been beat up. They've been completely depleted. I mean, completely annihilated by this helter-skelter investment community. Moreover, I'd be start looking at some of these real estate stocks, home builder stocks, because once more, I think that we are witnessing the bottoming out of the real estate market. In my personal opinion, I think that we're witnessing that. I think that we're seeing a lot more people investing in real estate, not for the purposes of flipping homes, not for the purposes of actually owning homes, but to be completely honest with you, we are starting to witness, and I called this in 2008 for all the folks that want to go back to the archives and listen in. But I think that a lot of people are acquiring real estate to rent the crap out. That's right, folks. Let me tell you something right now. There are a lot of toxic assets that are on the books of these financial institutions right now. And if you were an investor with actual capital, you'd be able to actually basically bottom feed off of the real estate market. You'd have all these financial institutions basically forwarding you toxic assets so that you could take it off their books. And you've actually got speculators and investors going into this game, for Christ's sake. They're going in there, they're relinquishing these toxic assets on the books of the banks. They're taking ownership of it, they're renovating it, they're turning it into rental properties, folks. Why don't you take a look at the rental rates across the country? They've gone completely up, all right? They've gone up while we've been seeing this depleting real estate market as a whole has gone down. The property value of most properties have gone down. But you see, what we're not seeing, folks, and what the investors aren't seeing, is that we are witnessing a shift in the idea of real estate. Because no longer, in my personal opinion, folks, and if you are of any type of asset holding individual that can somehow maneuver yourself into some properties, I would strongly advise you to move into at least one or two properties before the Federal Reserve decides it's going to raise interest rates because they feel that the economy is surpassed their expectations. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you folks, but this is what's causing the volatility in this market. There's a lot of factors to be speculating. There's a lot of factors to be taken into play, for Christ's sake. All right? But in my personal opinion, folks, if you have the ability to do so, I think that you should strongly get into real estate, and not for the purpose of flipping homes, not for the purpose of going out and living in these pieces of property. Rent them out. Do you understand that? Rent them out. Because in the future America, and we're transitioning into that future America as we speak, but in the future America, most people aren't going to be owners of property. Most people in America aren't going to be owners of real estate. Because remember, you have to think, in 2008, we saw so much of a huge retraction in our economic situation in America that more than 50%, I think it's like 52, 53% of America completely foreclosed on their homes. And what I mean by 53% of America, I'm talking about 53% of America that owned homes at the time, basically just foreclosed on it. All right, went belly up. I mean, what do you think caused the economic contraction of 2008? So what does that mean? That means all those people that got their homes foreclosed on and got their cars repossessed, they are basically radioactive to the financial industry, which means they will never, and I mean ever be able to obtain a home in their life, unless they somehow save up the money out of their own time. But there is no way that a bank is going to even touch them as it relates to any kind of home lending or anything of that nature. But you see, these people that got foreclosed on in 2008, the people that got, their damn cars taken away from them in 2008, they're still going to find jobs. At some point, at least most of them, I would hope, would fall on their feet, and they want to go back to the way they used to live. They've already set the standard for their life, so they're going to want to go back to the homes that they used to be able to enjoy, the ones that they used to appreciate with their family. But the problem is that they're not going to be able to buy a home. They're never going to be able to buy a home. So how are they going to be able to obtain the lifestyle of living in a neighborhood, the lifestyle of living in a house with a backyard and a front yard? Well, by God, folks, rentals. And let me tell you something right now. We are transitioning into that America. Mark my words. The second to last broadcast of 2011, by 2016, you are going to have more than 70% of the real estate. Mark my words, all right? The prognosticator of prognosticators right here calling it out. You're going to get at least close to 70% of real estate that is in the market and that is in play in 2016 that is going to be exclusively towards rent and rental properties or leasing opportunities. There's going to be no more home ownership, and the only people that are going to be able to have home ownership are those that are going to be able to obtain assets, and not only obtain assets, but the ability to utilize those assets properly so that the bank can lend them money so that they could possibly obtain a piece of property. And the thing about obtaining property on a loan is that you want it at low interest rates. So the only people that are capable of actually capitalizing on what's happening right now are people that actually have the capability, they actually have the assets, they actually are in the financial stable bracket that makes banks comfortable. These are the only people right now that can capitalize on this market, because we've already heard from the Federal Reserve that the Federal Reserve is going to keep interest rates at this level supposedly throughout 2012 going into 2013. But I guarantee you, if we start seeing a little bit of an economic spike, if we start seeing GDP growth beyond the comprehension or beyond the expectations of the Beige Book survey of the Federal Reserve and beyond the economic analyst of American academia prestige, you better well guarantee that the Federal Reserve is going to increase interest rates. And when they increase interest rates, you ain't never going to ever see these types of interest rates again. Ever. And let me tell you something right now. I'm glad that, I have the ability to go out and be able to get loans at the rates that are available right now. I mean, seriously. I mean, you have to understand that once the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, they're not going to just raise it 3, 4, 5 points. They're going to raise it 15 points. They possibly even raise it more than that, for Christ's sake. All right? So that means that if you want to get a loan for a house, you want to get a loan for a car, it's going to cost you 15, 20% interest. Yeah. So, in my personal opinion, I think that if we start seeing better than expected type of economic growth in America, you better start believing that the Federal Reserve is going to raise interest rates. And once again, I don't think America's prepared for that. Even though people are always talking about, we got to be fiscally responsible, and we got to... I guarantee you right now, once the Federal Reserve raises those interest rates, I don't think the people are going to be prepared for it. So in my personal opinion, folks, you need to start obtaining as much assets as you possibly can. And I'm talking about assets that can be liquidated at a later time for a possible gain, or at least the equal price for what you paid for it at whatever given time you've obtained the asset. I mean, this is not a joke. I know there's a lot of people out here, look at these idiots in the chat room out here flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard trying to be text chat warriors, thinking that this life is but a dream out here. Merrily, life is but a dream. Hey, assholes, you got to survive out here, all right? You got to understand the game, asshole, and if you don't, you're going to be ending up in a bread line, or you're going to be ending up in a line waiting for a bowl of soup. And let me tell you something, you deserve it, you idiots. You deserve it. All right? I'm telling you right now, there are capitalists that are listening to this broadcast right now that are going to be your landlords, you stupid idiots. They're going to be your landlords because you decided that, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in, I'm going to spam Ghost chat room with a bunch of dumb, stupid nonsense that isn't going to make one bit of difference whatsoever. And you know what I'm going to do? It's going to get me lulled. You stupid idiot, when you could have gotten the information that is being broadcasted on this broadcast on a consistent basis and utilized it in your own lives, you stupid moron. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me get to the markets for Christ's sake. I mean, it's 4:20 right now out here in Austin, Texas, so it explains why everybody's acting so freaking goofy out here in the chat room, you stupid jerks. Let me go ahead and get to the goddamn markets for Christ's sake. Anyway, Dow Jones Industrials is down today 69.48 points, a percentage decrease of 0.57%, closing out the day at 12,217.60 points for the Dow Jones Industrials. We got the S&P 500 down 5.42 points, a percentage decrease of 0.43%, closing out the S&P at 1,257.60 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ down 8.59 points, a percentage decrease of 0.33%, closing out at 2,605.15 points for the NASDAQ composite. We've got the FTSE for our brethren across the pond. Oh, yes, the FTSE is up. It's up, brother. 5.51 points, a percentage increase of 0.10%, closing out the day at 5,572.28 points for the FTSE 100. And for our brethren across the pond, our German brethren, Volkswagen, the DAX is up tremendously, 49.57 points, a percentage increase of 0.85%, closing out the DAX at 5,898.35 points for the DAX index. Let's go ahead and go to the commodities because, we're starting to see a little bit of consistency as we have the last day of trading for 2011. If you would typically see decreases in equities, you would definitely see increases in commodities. And that's exactly what happened today, unlike the helter-skelter market days that we saw for 2011. So let's go ahead and get through the commodities. We got energy, all right? Brent crude, and for all you ass clowns that don't know what Brent crude is, it's the oil that's shipped off to Europe and Asia, all right? It's down today, 88 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.81%, closing out Brent crude at $107.13 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline futures up modestly today, $2, a percentage increase of 0.22% on the day. Heating oil futures slid today, down $1.46, a percentage decrease of 0.50%. Natural gas down today 6 cents, a percentage decrease of 2.15% on the day for natural gas. They were definitely a big loser in the energy sector. And, of course, WTI sweet crude, which is the crude oil that is consumed by North America and dictates how much we pay at the pump and how much we pay for freaking products on the shelves at supermarkets and shopping malls. Anyway, WTI sweet crude is down today 68 cents. A percentage decrease of 0.68%, closing out WTI sweet crude at $98.97 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Let's go ahead and get to the agricultural commodities, shall we? We've got canola up. Man, we've just been calling up and up numbers for canola, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, it's up again today. $4.30, a percentage increase of 0.83% on the day. We've got cocoa futures, I think, starting its rally, up $26, a percentage increase of 1.25% on the day for cocoa. Let's get to coffee, shall we? Because, once again, I know that all you ass clowns, Starbucks, fiending, caffeinated jerk dicks that are always making excuses for being assholes in the morning by saying, "Hey, dude, just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. Yeah. Just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee." Well, you know what? You're going to have to pay even more, asshole, because coffee is up $2.60, a percentage increase of 1.16% on the day for coffee. And, jeez, right, here we go. You know, right when I'm about to move on to the next commodity, I hear these idiots in the chat room saying that I am un-American because I don't drink coffee, when the stupid, ignorant, pathetic waste of human life out here don't realize that coffee isn't even made in America. Stupid idiots. I mean, are you seeing this, engineer? They're sitting over here saying that I'm un-American, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Coffee isn't even made in America. I'm serious. I agree with you. Jesus Christ. Anyway, where the hell am I at? All right, we got corn here. That's right. Corn is up $8.50, a percentage increase of 1.33%. And let me tell you, the reason that we're seeing increases on corn is because we're burning half of our corn yield here in America, and the reason we're burning it is because our tax dollars are subsidizing something called corn ethanol, and I strongly advise everybody who's listening in to look into that because it's a waste of taxpayer money, and it burns dirtier than petroleum. So much for an alternative energy source, you green jerk dicks. Jesus Christ. Anyway, corn is up, like I said. We got cotton also up today, 17 cents, a percentage increase of 0.19% on the day. And like I said, I mean, I don't even know why I even still comment about this, but because I pretty much accepted the fact that we are going to see nothing but a bunch of fruity-ass jerk dicks with this attire that just overemphasizes the over-feminine qualities of these fruitball males under the age of 30, for Christ's sake. I mean, you've seen them, I've seen them, you know, the Abercrombie bitch, you know, the Hollister, you know, the stupid, dumb, freaking ridiculous fashion attire that emphasize an hourglass shape in males, for Christ's sake. I never thought I'd ever live in America where we've got freaking fashion attire that's made for males that is emphasizing a freaking hourglass shape on males. I mean, Jesus freaking Christ. Good God. Good God. Oh, my God. Anyway, let's continue going, for Christ's sake. We got wheat futures up today, $19, a percentage increase of 2.72% on the day for wheat futures. We got sugar down today, 21 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.89% for sugar. Soybean up today, $10.75. And lumber, oh man, we're continuing to see increases in lumber, for Christ's sake. Lumber is up $3.20, a percentage increase of 1.24% on the day. Oat futures are up $3.50, a percentage increase of 1.14% on the day. We got soybean oil futures up 90 cents, and it looks like the bull dykes didn't come out for the wool futures today because wool is unchanged today. So it looks like Queen Latifah, old disgusting beak-neck freaking Ellen DeGeneres, and Rosie O'Donnell didn't go out to see if there was some finely freshed, really little, I don't even want to know. They do that daisy chain type of disgusting, despicable nonsense. I don't even know, but I know that they've got dildos that are shaped like Jodie Foster's knuckle, and that's just gross. All right, let's get to the metals, shall we? Let's get to the metals, the goddamn metals. Anyway, we got copper up today, $6.35. As a matter of fact, you got a lot of analysts coming out today that are bullish for some reason on copper. And let me tell you something right now. I'm not necessarily unbullish on copper either, folks. I mean, copper is a major component to a lot of different appliances, a lot of different, durable goods, so on and so forth. So this is why you're seeing such an increase in copper today, $6.35 an increase, a percentage increase of 1.88% on the day. I mean, good God. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking. Anyway, let's continue. continue going. We got gold up $26, all right? A percentage increase of 1.69% on the day for gold, closing out gold at $1,566.90 per troy ounce of gold. And let me tell you something right now. Not only am I'm not necessarily as bullish on gold as I am on silver, but if you want to ride the waves of a decent commodity that's going to at least provide you security, a hedge against inflation, and also potential growth, I'm strongly advising people to start looking in these precious metals, all right? I mean, the government is not going to stop its spending, all right? The damn Europeans are going to continue to print money. The American government's going to continue to print money, and it doesn't look like there's any end in sight. So these currencies that are currently being circulated out here in the world today are being completely debased, and there's going to come a point in time when these damn currencies are completely debased where these metals, these precious metals, become the new goddamn currency. I mean, I can't believe that I'm even starting to even suggest this. I mean, this is kind of what these, conspiracy theorists used to talk about, but we are witnessing it firsthand as we continue to see these fiscal irresponsible governments continue to spin their countries into oblivion. And unfortunately, nobody is economically intelligent enough to understand what's going on here, and those of us that are, we can only scream so loud to an ignorant public that would rather watch the latest fruity ass hop around the stage on American Idol like he's got a freaking hamster in his ass crack, all right? I mean, it's kind of hard to penetrate the psyche of these mindless nimrods in America, for Christ's sake. So us as capitalists, we just try to work around the rules. We just try to go out and capitalize and try to make our capital, and that's all there is to it, all right? Because remember, there's always opportunity to capitalize, always. No matter who sets the rules, no matter who's out there, thinking that they're going to regulate this, they're going to regulate that, they're going to be able to do this, they're going to be able to do that, there's always room to capitalize, baby. All you have to do is analyze the situation and be able to understand that there are opportunities, and for you to be able to understand those opportunities and act upon them so you can capitalize. Anyway, let's continue going, for Christ's sake. We already talked about gold. Let's talk about silver, for Christ's sake, because in my personal opinion, I think in 2012, we are going to see silver go into, I'm going to say this now, I think that we're going to go see silver go into record territory, all right, in 2012. Record territory. That's why I've been accumulating it, man. That's why I've been saying, look, I'm accumulating this. I'm holding physical silver. I'm obtaining ETFs. I'm making stock plays. I'm doing all this, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to be able to capitalize on this silver play. All right? And right now, as you can see, silver for 2012 closes out on the downside. And when it closes out on the downside, that's when you want to go in. You don't want to go in, when all these damn business shows are talking about, hey, this stock gained this percentage, and hey, this commodity gained this percentage for 2011. You're already late. There's no reason to even hop on that bandwagon, man. You're late you're late for supper. You're late to pig out. All right. It's time for you to start bottom feeding. All right. It's time for you to start bottom feeding and start holding on to some of these positions and start realizing that, hey, I need to start accumulating assets on the low and seeing those damn low assets that I purchased some odd months ago increase in value and increase my net worth. And, have the ability to go out and actually talk to a bank and have them actually lend you some freaking money. Because I guarantee you, folks, you start accumulating stocks, you start accumulating commodities, you start accumulating real estate, you start doing all these things throughout your life, the bank will be your freaking best friend. Do you understand that? The bank will kiss your ass if you've got assets. Do you understand that? The bank will kiss your ass. So the ability that you should be worried about right now, even if you don't understand how to generate large profits in the markets, even if you don't understand everything about volatility and volume, even if you don't understand everything that I'm talking about, the very minimum, what you should be doing is obtaining assets. That means holdings that represent your net worth. Because whenever you go, to try to get a loan from the bank, whenever you try to apply for credit, that's what those people look at. They look at your assets. They look at how much you're worth. And, what bases your net worth? Well, how many stocks that you're holding in your portfolio? How many pieces of real estate that you have? All right, how many cars that you have owned in your possession? How many car titles that you have in your possession, for Christ's sake? Just all the assets that how much physical gold, how much physical silver, for Christ's sake, that you have in your possession. Do you understand that? This is what you need to obtain as somebody who wants to achieve something in the future America, and not just the future America, but the world, because remember, this is a global economy, my friends. As much as people want to sit here and piss and moan about it, like, no, I don't want it. Hey, it is, all right? It is. And that's all there is to it. And as far as I'm concerned, I want to live lavish, no matter if it's a damn nationalist economy or a global economy or an intergalactic economy. I don't care what kind of economy it is. I want to live lavish, all right? I want to drink the best libations. I want to smoke on the best cigars. All right, I want to eat 3-inch thick-cut porterhouse steaks, all right, prime rib steaks. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want to live the best, all right? And that's the basis of my life, is the ability to go out there and achieve as much revenue as I possibly can and parlay that revenue into assets and to be able to live lavish, baby. As a matter of fact, cheers to everybody out there who's a capitalist and who's going to end the year of 2011 on a positive note, for Christ's sake, because I sure as hell am. And if you're an budding capitalist or an emerging capitalist or a current capitalist that find that 2011 was not your year, well, it's time for you to look forward into 2012 and realize that, hey, maybe I need to reanalyze and see what's going on here. Maybe I need to understand my strategies. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. And whatever it is, go forward and kick some major ass, all right? Kick some major ass. And that's all there is to it. And don't settle, man. Don't settle for anything. Jesus Christ. Let me continue going, for Christ's sake. Silver once again up 49 cents, a percentage increase of 1.81% on the day, closing out silver at $27.81 per troy ounce of silver. Let's get to livestock, shall we? We've got live cattle futures down 90 cents today, a percentage decrease of 0.74%. We've got cattle feeder futures down today, $1. They're down percentage-wise 0.67% on the day. And by God, what did I say about lean hog futures? What did I say about goddamn lean hog futures, baby? Lean hog is up 32 cents today. So for all you fat jelly-ass ham-bones that like to shove a couple of ham-bones down your goddamn gullet, well, it's going to cost you even more, baby, because percentage-wise it's up 0.39%, and that's what I had suggested, folks. And the reason I had suggested, and I suggested this before the holidays came along, as a matter of fact, I'd suggested this prior to Thanksgiving, that people should start shorting, or not shorting, excuse me, that's a wrong term to use, but they should start short-term investing on ham bones. That's right, short-term investing. I mean, you're going to see a definite spike as it relates to the consumption of lean hogs, because did you look at your nearest honey-baked ham location in your locale? Did you check out how many pasty, white-thighed, cracker-ass crackers were out there waiting in line, for Christ's sake, around the block, waiting for a freaking ham bone? They were waiting for ham bones, for Christ's sake. And you didn't think that type of consumption was going to somehow, parlay itself into some kind of profits out here in the market? Of course it was, baby. Of course it was. So, once again, I hate to toot my own horn here, but beep, beep. Anyway, my friends, that is the market for your ass. Woo! The second to last show, baby. I'm giddy. I'm giddy right now, for Christ's sake. This is the second to last show. We are going to have a show tomorrow, and it's going to be exclusively for the Ghosties. And for all you folks that are unaware of what the Ghosties are, well, we're going to talk about it later on in the broadcast. But basically, we are going to award people some fictitious virtual award for a variety of different categories, the best troll of the year, the best ghost remix, the best Twitter name, so on and so forth. I kid you not. And not only that, the best real caller, the best real capitalist of the year, all right? All right, and not only that, the biggest fan of the year. Anyway, I'm going to list all this stuff later on this evening on my blog. Of course, you can get there. Shortcut is capitalistarmy.com. I forwarded the Capitalist Army website to my blog. You can get there. I'm going to post it later on this evening on what the categories are, and you have up until tomorrow evening. We're going to have the show somewhere between this time or maybe a couple of hours from the normal starting time, but we're going to give people plenty of time to go out there and party. We're going to make this, as you're getting ready for the party, we're going to be broadcasting during that time, all right? But from now until then, all right, once the categories are put forth on the blog, I want everybody to tweet at me and basically campaign for your favorite. All right, and that's how. All right, campaign for your favorite. Just start sending tweets, sending Twitters at me. I'm going to be looking at them all night, for Christ's sake, and that's how we're going to basically pick out who's going to be the best of whatever category. And like I said, those categories are going to be on tonight. I would say something of a 9-10 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. All right? So anyway, and it's all in good fun. It's the end of the year. It's the end of 2011, for Christ's sake, man. 2012 is the day after tomorrow, baby. I mean, what do the Mayans say? It's the end of the world. But let me go ahead and sacrifice this person for his heart so the sun can come up the next day. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I think, once again, before we move on to anything, I think that the markets are going to be great next year, all right? Once again, I know I had said that we were possibly going to see 13,500 as we approach the first of the year, and, of course, we haven't hit that mark here coming towards the first of the year. But just give it time. You give it the month of January. All right, you give it the month of January, possibly into February. And let me tell you something right now. We're going to see who has the last laugh, all right? He who laughs last laughs best. And not to mention, folks, I'm bullish on silver. I'm accumulating not only just, silver bars and actual physical silver, but I'm actually starting to get into coins. You know what I mean? Actual rare coins, Morgan silver dollars and, dollar piece coins, in pristine graded condition, that sort of thing. Because, the thing about going into rare coins is that not only is it worth the value of the actual silver or gold or whatever coin or whatever the metal makeup is for the given coin, not only is it worth the value of the metal, but moreover, there's a huge market, man, a huge market of coin dorks out here, man. I mean, it kind of reminds me of when baseball, basketball, and football cards used to be popular back in like the early 90s. Y'all remember that? I mean, but it's even bigger. The coin market is even bigger than that, man. All right, it's even bigger than that. So, in my personal opinion, I think that people, in my view, should start accumulating, if they're going to go silver and gold plays, start entertaining some possible coin plays. I mean, because remember, the coin market, there's a bunch of coin dorks out there that'll actually increase the value of the coin because they're looking for it for their collection, or it's based upon a certain supply and demand factor, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's kind of like the stock market, per se. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the stock market. So for all you idiots who are sitting over here saying, hey, dude, I'm not going to be no coin dork, dude. I'm not going to be no coin dork, dude. Well, go ahead and just, keep spending your money on electronic widgets that are made from China, all right? While coin dorks are going to be living lavish, all right? Anyway, I want to say cheers to all the capitalists that are out there that are living lavish. Cheers to all of you. You're the reason why I do this broadcast, not these scumbags, scumbucket, unappreciative troll terrorists and cyber vermin. Cheers to the true capitalists that are out there. Cheers. Man, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get into the first subject matter. I want to talk a little bit about the GOP presidential nominee candidates doubling down in Iowa. We're headed down towards the Iowa caucus. That's right, the Iowa caucus is next Tuesday, and it looks like there's a lot of neck-and-neck opportunities out there. Newt Gingrich has fallen out of whack. I remember he was the up-and-coming runner for the past couple of weeks, but now that Mitt Romney and Ron Paul and a lot of other different candidates have taken swipes at him and have actually put out ads in Iowa making this guy look lower than Mini-Me's nutsack, Newt Gingrich has just taken a complete step back in the polls, for Christ's sake. But did you see what Newt Gingrich did today, for Christ's sake? He actually shed tears. He actually started crying, this fat, disgusting lion weasel. He actually tried to start crying in an attempt to win over votes, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see Newt Gingrich? He was crying about his mammy. You know, about how his mammy had some kind of a bipolar disorder, and that's how he bases his freaking medical policy or something. Can you believe this guy? You know, my mother, she was a nutcase. Shut up, Newt. All right? You're 68 years old, for Christ's sake, man. You're still crying over this crap? I mean, grow up, man. This idiot's 68 years old trying to run for president. He's got mommy issues, for Christ's sake. Yeah, that's going to win you votes there, Newt. All right, that's going to win you votes. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. I actually got people in the chat room actually showing sympathy to this idiot? I mean, am I reading this correct? I mean, there better not be some goddamn sympathy going towards Newt Gingrich's way out here in this damn chat room. I will implement chat room martial law if I start hearing this crap. Newt Gingrich is a disgusting, despicable, hypocritical weasel. All right? First, this idiot Newt Gingrich can say, well, anybody that was affiliated with the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac debacle, should be thrown in jail. Meanwhile, this idiot is making money from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac for supposed consulting purposes. Oh, that's great. What a disgusting piece of hypocritical crap. I hate hypocrites. So, Newt, you can go out there and you can cry about your mammy, about how she had bipolar disorder, and but you know what? We all know that you're a sniveling little bureaucratic weasel that'll do and say anything to get and obtain bureaucratic power. All right? You're a piece of trash. And you can tell Newt Gingrich I said that. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the person that's actually taken a surge out there in Iowa, out of left field, believe it or not, is Rick Santorum. Huh? Yeah, Rick Santorum. Let me tell you something about Rick Santorum, all right? I was actually a Rick Santorum supporter back when I was a true conservative. You know, back when I was out there putting forth my social conservatism beyond my economic interest, beyond my domestic legislation interest, beyond my foreign policy interests, all right? I mean, that's when I used to be a Rick Santorum supporter, all right? But let me tell you something right now. Rick Santorum is a little bit prehistoric at this point in time. This guy's still talking about how we need to bring back manufacturing, unskilled labor back to America. Hey, Santorum, you're never going to be able to bring back unskilled labor manufacturing back to America because Americans want something for nothing. Do you understand that? America wants something for nothing. I mean, we got to compete with the Chinese who are willing to, work for 15 cents an hour, all right? I mean, we can't even compete with the Indians as it relates to call center work. You know that? I mean, the Indians can do call center work 10 times better for $200 a month, all right? These idiots out here in America want $10 an hour, all right, for freaking call center work. So that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, what we need to do is start realizing that our people need to get out of this stupid, ridiculous, selfish, entitled mentality and start realizing that they have to take personal initiative and educate themselves or go out there and figure out how to generate revenue so they can goddamn survive, take care of their families, and have some freaking pride and integrity for themselves, for Christ's sake. Not to sit over here and create a whole new generation of idiots who think that there's going to be unskilled manual labor that's going to be a safety net job for 40 years, for Christ's sake. That's what put us here, damn it. So I'm not, you know, Santorum, you know, it's a joke, all right? Yeah, you can sit over here and talk about all this, we got to instill integrity in a marriage, you know, all the conservative talking points. You can do all that all you want to. This is a completely different time. You know, it's a completely different phase in American history for us to even be contemplating stupid, ridiculous nonsense like old conservative rhetoric. All right, we need to talk about economic prosperity. We need to talk about economic growth. All right, we need to talk about foreign policy. All right, we need to talk about, you know, continuing the liberty aspect of our government system, instead of our government system turning into some kind of totalitarian rogue big brother. I mean, these are the things that we need to talk about out here, not, we've got to put a ban on abortion, and, we got to put a ban on abortion. Shut up with ban on abortion. Give me a freaking break, all right? Who's going to take care of these kids that aren't aborted? Definitely not these assholes that are sitting there with signs in front of freaking abortion clinics, huh? So give me a break with all this pro-life crap, all right? Unless you idiots are going to be housing these kids that are going to be aborted, that are probably going to be addicted to freaking drugs, that probably have some kind of medical deficiency because the mother kept drinking while the kid was in the womb, the whole 9 yards. The broad tried to throw herself down a flight of stairs to try to give herself a self-inflicted abortion. I mean, you mean to tell me that you are going to take care of this child because, it's pro-life? Jesus Christ. And who else do we got out here? Well, Rick Perry. Let me tell you something right now. Rick Perry has not only made himself look stupid on a national scale, but I guarantee you, Rick Perry, that's it for his whole political career. All right? Because Texans are humiliated by this guy. All right? Texans can't even stand this guy. We're already talking about who the hell we're going to replace Rick Perry with once we vote his ass out of office out there as governor, for Christ's sake. It's just stupid. He's making Texas look ridiculous. He's making us all look like stupid shit-kicking hicks, and that's not what we are, right? I mean, we are not somebody like these assholes in Alabama or these racist jerks, all right? Goddamn Rick Perry. And who the hell else we got? Mitt Romney. You know, Mitt Romney. That's all we got. That's the final straw. That's the best of the worst. Mitt Romney, Mr. Flip-Flopper, for Christ's sake. It's just ridiculous. Oh, yeah, Ron Paul. There you go. Ron Paul! Jesus Christ. You people that are voting for Ron Paul are idiots. You really are. You're stupid morons. All right, this guy looks like he belongs on the set of freaking Harry Potter, and you're going to sit over here and try to elect this idiot president. You people are stupid. You know that? You people are real idiots. Freaking Ron Paul. I mean, not only that, I mean, how in the hell am I supposed to vote for a man who can't even project his own ideals with confidence and fervor and valor, for Christ's sake? I mean, have you ever heard this idiot? Well, we're going to ruin the dollar. And, shut up, Ron Paul. God damn it, you squeaky little freak. Jesus Christ. Because let me tell you something, I'm thinking about staying home, all right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about staying home election time because what they did to my man, Herman Sugar Cane. I'll never forget what they did to that man. I'm telling you that right now. I'm never going to forget it. Never. Anyway, folks, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What do you think about the GOP presidential nominee race? Who the hell are you voting for? They're in Iowa for the Iowa caucus, And that's another thing. I'm sick and tired of these Iowans having this leeway on the country of being the first state to have a freaking caucus and basically gauge who's going to be the continuing force as they continue on the primary circuit out here. It's stupid. All right? And for all you idiots that are trying to justify, well, Iowa, there's a lot of good things coming out of Iowa. Yeah, like what? Like what? Like what? Look at this, Slipknot. I've already told you about Slipknot, all right? They're a bunch of pussies. They're no different than the studio-ass gangster rappers, all right? They're fake, all right? They're no different than freaking Tupac Shakur and 50 Cent and all them other gangster rappers. The only difference is that they're trying to appease this dark and, twisted, evil, I'm a demon from hell type of M.O., right? They're even, singing songs like, yeah, I'm psychosocial and if you're 5'5", I'm 6'6". They sing all this devil crap, right? They sing all this devil crap. Then when they're fat, disgusting bassist, that stupid Paul Gray, when this idiot, snorts one too many lines or shoots one too many goddamn main veins, for Christ's sake, and this idiot croaks and kicks the bucket, you actually have these idiots from Slipknot go out in public in some freaking press conferences crying like bitches, man. I mean, they were crying like bitches, for Christ's sake. I mean, how in the hell can you sit here and, be some hardcore metal band that's, emphasizing, yeah, dude, we're metal, dude. Yeah, Satan is good. Satan is my pal, dude. I'm Slipknot, dude. We're wearing demon masks, dude. Yeah, dude. How can you do all this crap, and then when your fat bassist dies, like it was a big surprise that this fat drug addict was going to die. Like, y'all didn't know, you stupid idiots. Huh? Like, y'all didn't know this idiot was going to die, for Christ's sake, all right? Give me a freaking break. You come out and cry like a bunch of bitches, all right? You come out and cry like bitches. And let me tell you something. All you idiots from Slipknot are a bunch of punks, all right? You're crying like bitches, man, all right? If you're going to be sitting over here selling the fact that, yeah, dude, we're Slipknot, we're devil, dude, we're down with the devil. If you're not 5'5", I'm 6'6", dude. Yeah, dude. If you're going to be doing all that and then cry like a bitch when somebody's living the life and dies in the process, then you're a fake-ass piece of crap, just like those fake-ass studio gangsters, all right? Slipknot, Slapnuts. You understand there, Slapnuts? Jesus Christ. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're supposed to be talking about the GOP. Unfortunately, I got on a tirade about freaking Iowa because, unfortunately, we got pro-Iowans here for some freaking reason. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call, for Christ's sake. Let's go ahead and take some callers, see what people have to say about the freaking GOP. Let's go ahead. 702, you're on the horn.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
I think that the GOP is pretty much screwed because there's almost no good candidates now.
No, you're not for anybody? Nobody's catching your eye over there?
Herman Cain was probably like my only pick.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Let me tell you something. Herman Cain should be the nominee. You understand that? Herman Sugar Cane should be the nominee, but unfortunately the system took him out. That's right. This isn't a government made for the people and by the people. This is a government made for the system and by the system. And let me tell you something right now. When an independent businessman, a man of the people, a true American dream like Herman Sugar Cane, a man that grew up in the midst of racial tension, in the midst of racial segregation in the South, this man was able to bring himself out of that type of strife and put himself in a position where he became a CEO of a major company. I mean, I think that's just a straight-up American dream, all right? And, it was unfortunate that when this man started gaining momentum, not only did the liberal media, this disgusting, despicable, sniveling liberal media decide to character assassinate this man, but the GOP candidates that were around him backstabbed his ass. And I think it's a disgrace, and I think it's disgusting, and I find it quaint that the only person that got this type of ridicule, the only man that got this type of press coverage of negativity was Herman Sugar Cane, and all the other people involved in the GOP nominee process are all a bunch of bureaucrats, and they get off scot-free, baby. They get off scot-free all of a sudden. And like I said, the whole reason why the liberal media just basically character assassinated Herman Sugar Cane was because they knew, as well as I knew, that Herman Cain would have negated the whole racial component to Barack Obama's campaign. You know it and I know it, boy. You wouldn't have been able to say, if you're against Barack Obama, you're racist. Oh, you're against what Barack Obama says, you're a racist. Herman Cain would have eliminated it, just completely eliminated that crap. And they knew it, and that's why they took him down, and it makes me sick. Anyway, folks, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, all right? We got all kinds of little buttons for all you lazy bastards that are too lazy to open up a freaking window. All right, we got all kinds of little buttons underneath the player there. A freaking Google Plus button, a Facebook like button, a retweet this button, a share this button. Use and abuse those freaking buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. Anyway, now that we've got that all out of the way, I'm even afraid to ask the engineer, but, Jesus Christ, I mean... Engineer, do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had out here, for Christ's sake? Well, according to the engineer, we do have some Twitter shout-outs to be had, and of course, folks, if you don't know by now, well, then you're an absolute bona fide moron. But you should be following me on Twitter. As a matter of fact, lock this goddamn thing down, engineer. Lock the thing down. If you haven't done so already, please follow me on Twitter, all right? Ghost Politics is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores, Milky Lickers. All right, Ghost Politics. Not only should you be following me because I, provide such hilarious content on a consistent basis via my Twitter, but it's the fastest way to figure out when I'm going to conduct one of these spontaneous broadcasts, baby. All right, I mean, don't you want to be the first one to know when I'm going to be conducting one of these spontaneous broadcasts? Well, by God, you will be if you follow me on Twitter. And, of course, the Twitter name to follow is Ghost Politics. Right there, all one word, no underscores. And, of course, if you want a shout-out right here, right now on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, all you have to do is retweet the first tweet on that Twitter account, baby. Right in front of you, Ghost Politics. Retweet the first tweet on that Twitter account, and I will give you a shout-out right here, right now on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. So let's go ahead and lift the chat room martial law, and let's go ahead and give some shout-outs to the people that are listening in right here, right now on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Do we got some shout-outs, engineer? All right, let's go ahead and get to them. We've got somebody named I'm Shapeshifting. Yeah, real funny jerk dick. We got... what is this? I'm not saying that. Some idiot named Fetus Fondler. Are you kidding me, you sick son of a bitch? Jesus Christ, man. We're already starting off on a bad deal here. Look, we're looking for real people that want shout-outs here, right? Retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, jerk dicks. All right, we got Suspicious Tumbleweed. What's going on, Suspicious Tumbleweed? I don't know if you're Trisha. I mean, it's like the game of Ghost Clue, for Christ's sake, man. It's the game of Ghost Clue. I don't know if you're Trisha. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm it's still bothering me. It's still bothering me. Anyway, who else do we got going on here? We got Zero Alpha K Dog. We've got DR Laser. Who the hell else do we got? We got some more names coming up here, but let me tell you something. I'm not really appreciating the type of garbage that you idiots are putting forth out here. You understand that? Trying to make me look stupid by creating these disgusting, despicable, pathetic names out here, and I think it's disgusting. Anyway, who else we got? We got You Abused Beer Cans. Yeah, real funny, jerk dick. We got Iceberg in Texas, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. We got Mowers in the house. We got the Foot Job Kid. The Foot Job Kid, really? I mean, you know, well, that's another thing with you, idiot. What's up with the freaking foot fetish? Can somebody explain that one to me? I've been on this earth for a long goddamn time. I still don't understand the freaking foot fetish. It's a stinky, disgusting, smelly foot. All right? Can you explain to me how this is supposed to get your rocks off by seeing some disgusting, despicable foot? I mean, they're cracked, you know, they got calluses on them, for Christ's sake. They smell like disgusting, like vinegar mixed with, you know, pickle juice mixed with, like, 5-day-old tuna. It's a disgusting foot, man. And you mean to tell me that, I mean, well, not, you don't have to tell me. I know that there's a whole community of these jerks that actually find looking at a foot somewhat sexually gratifying, and I think that you people need some help. Really, I think you need some freaking help, and you need it fast. All right? Jesus Christ, a freaking foot fetish, the Foot Job Kid, for Christ's sake. That's just great. Son of a bitch. Anyway, let me just get a couple of more shout-outs, and we'll move on to the next part of the broadcast, for Christ's sake. These people are getting obnoxious. All right, who else we got? We got Ghost 8 Tokyo, whatever the hell that means, jerk dick. We got Rush Limbaugh Sucks. Okay, and I don't disagree with you there. We got Gimp Dusky. We got Robert Chumdusky. Yeah, real funny asshole. We got Radiation for Japan. You see, that's wrong, you ask. I mean, that's just pathetic. I mean, you people are out there making fun of Japan. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. You should all get a goddamn soul. That's all I got to say, for Christ. Get a freaking soul. Anyway, we got Furries for Ghost. Yeah, great. Yeah, Ghost is Godzilla. What the hell is that supposed to mean? We got Dusky Shower Toys. Does that mean what I think it means, Dusky Shower Toys, for Christ's sake? I mean, does that really mean what I think it means? I mean, please tell me that that's... Yeah, you sick sons of bitches, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, a couple of more. We got some idiot named Capitalist Gimp. You sick son of a bitch. Some idiot named Socialist Gimp. Some idiot named Gimp Politics. Some idiot named Alien345. Well, maybe he's not an idiot, but who knows? He's got a brony bouncing around as his avatar, so he's already, you know, got a couple of strikes in my book. We got somebody named Sergeant Yoda. We got somebody named M. Goblin. I'm not going to say that, you son of a bitch! Who else do we got? We got Hispanic Midgets. Hispanic Midgets? Really? You actually took the time to make that freaking Twitter name? We've got Pikachu's 33 or something of that nature. And we got the guy that burned his hair trying to take a hit of some spice on YouTube, Hanzo. What's going on to Hanzo over there? Did anybody see him light his hair on fire? That was pretty funny. That was lulz worthy there, Hanzo. All right, you keep lighting your hair on fire, you might have a career in that. Anyway, that's about enough. I mean, because look at these disgusting names. Here comes Dusky Bathroom Attendant. Here comes Dusky's Bath Boy, and all these other stupid names. So I'm not even going to continue on. Not even going to bother. All right. Anyway, folks, we're in the second hour, 646-652-4869. We're talking a little bit about the GOP presidential nominees for the GOP. What do you think about them? Are you for anybody? Are you going to vote for anybody? Is anybody ringing your bell? I want to hear from you right now, 646-652-4869. We got area code 617. What's up? You're on the horn. Yeah, another Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 214, what's up? You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, I just wanted to let you know that I've got all the answers. 2 words, compressed air.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. You want you to stick that compressed air right up your prolapsed colon, you fruit bowl. Jesus Christ. I mean, can we get some kind of serious conversation going on here? I mean, this is serious business, man. Jesus Christ. Who the hell else do we got going on over here? We got area code 940. What's up? You're on the horn.
Yo, what's up, man? This is Ghoul the Fool again, and I'm just telling you, I'm sick of the GOP. I'm sick of them Democrats, so I'm starting my own party, the Birthday Party. I'm looking for a vice president. Can somebody be my vice president?
Just shut up, you stumbling, mumbling little jerk. I mean, that was lame, man. The birthday party? Are you kidding me? I mean, that was just disgustingly, pathetically lame, man. I mean, you've got to be. I hope, sincerely, for your sake, that you're a tard. And, you know, that is somewhat humor to you. You're one of these people that are like, my favorite number 0, and my favorite color's clear. Shut up and put on the helmet and get in the back of the bus where you belong. Jesus Christ. 603, what's up? You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, what's going on? I love the show. The GOP, all I really got to say, I know you don't like Rush Limbaugh or whatever the hell his name is, right?
Who's that?
Rush Limbaugh. You don't like him, right?
Yeah, I know who the hell Rush Limbaugh is.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But all I got to say is that me and my boyfriend love listening to your show. And right now I am banging the shit out of him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? This better be a joke. This better be a joke, you sick, twisted pricks. This better be a joke. You're fruiting up, for Christ's sake, man. This better be a joke.
Not even fruiting. I'm just giving it the horizontal mambo, like you say, baby.
Get these six on. Get them off, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, do you hear this sick son? Do you hear what's going on in America? Do you hear the carnality, the disgusting depravity that's going on in the mental capacities of the American people, the American psyche today, for Christ's sake? They're fruiting up, man. They're fruiting up. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not letting you freaks ruin my Baller Friday, all right? Do you understand? This is the last Baller Friday of 2011, and you idiots have ruined too many of them this year alone. And let me tell you something. That's a resolution that I'm gonna start taking. This is a resolution that we need to have right now. No more ruining Baller Fridays, all right? In 2012, no more ruin Baller Fridays. This is a new year, all right? This is a new year. And we're going to lay some new laws down, all right, in 2012. Do you understand that? I'm not going to let you idiots ruin my Baller Friday, all right? I'm not letting you idiots ruin it. All right, I don't care if two ass pumpers call up and ass pump each other and chew each other up the colon pipe on the air. I don't care what they do, for Christ's sake. They're not ruining my Baller Friday. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Oh, my heart's beating like a rabbit. Oh, man, let me have a drink of this. Give me a drink. Give me my drink. Oh, Jesus Christ. Some good beer right there. That's a good Negra right there. I'm drinking a Negra. It's a Mexican beer. It's called Negra. Good stuff. Jesus Christ, my heart's beating like a goddamn rabbit here. All right, now we're heading in. We're breaking into the Spaten now. This is Spaten Optimator, folks. All right, this is a pretty good ale here. As a matter of fact, I was putting my beer in a nice, good Bodum glass. And I only find it fitting that we go ahead and continue that, given the fact that Bodum is a great glass company out of Germany that makes hand-blown glass. And for all you sick sons of bitches that are going to throw some pun in there, go shove it up your ass. But this is great quality material out here. So let's go ahead and throw some goddamn Spaten Optimator. All right, let's go ahead. This is made since 1397, baby, 1397. All right, let's go ahead and let me throw this in the glass here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm living lavish, baby, you understand? I mean, I only buy the the best libations, and that's what I'm drinking, and that's all I'm ever going to drink for life. All right, you understand that? For life. All right, let's go ahead and take some calls. Let's move on to another subject matter, because it doesn't seem like anybody gives a crap about the GOP presidential nominees. Let's talk a little bit about Obama, all right? Even though he's still chilling in Hawaii, taking, one of the longest presidential vacations in history, and it's costing the taxpayer I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars to look after the first family out there, Obama's deciding to delay the request for the $1.2 trillion debt ceiling increase. Yeah, we're talking about that again, folks. That's right. We have to sit here and talk about a debt ceiling increase. And, the formality of it all is the president comes out, basically asks Congress for the increase, and the Congress is supposed to debate on whether or not they're going to increase the government spending based upon it's a bunch of bureaucratic nonsense, all right? But the reason they're delaying the request for the debt ceiling is because Congress is not in Congress right now, all right? They're out there celebrating the new year with their family. They're out there for holiday, all right? So, in essence, Barack Obama can't technically request the $1.2 trillion debt ceiling increase to Congress when Congress ain't even there, all right? But anyway, folks, in my personal opinion, I think that we are going to see the same thing that we saw in 2011 happen in Congress. It's the same thing's going to happen in 2012. They're not going to work on a fiscal budget for the year. They're going to continue kicking the can down the road. They're going to extend the debt ceiling for 2-3 months, and then, once the 2-3 month deadline is over, they're going to extend it for another 2-3 months, and it's going to be round and round we go. The whole concept is going to go same as 2011. And you know what? That is a main factor of why we have such helter-skelter markets out here, all right? I mean, we have no fiscal responsibility, no fiscal direction. Screw fiscal responsibility. No fiscal direction as a country out here in America. So anyway, let's go ahead and hear what people have to say about that. 646-652-4869, Obama delaying the increase, the $1.1 trillion increase for the debt ceiling. I want to hear what you have to say about it. Let's take some Skype callers, shall we? We got Sir Harrison Lowell. What's up? You're on the horn. Another Helen Keller deaf mute for crying. I mean, I always wonder if you dumbasses go out into the internet somewhere and you post my number on some deaf mute website. You know what I mean? Like, hey, are you a deaf mute? Call 646-652-4869. Hey, do you have absolutely nothing to say? Well, then call 646-65. I mean, give me a break, man. I mean, you're on the phone. I mean, whether you're burning Skype minutes or you're burning your actual phone minutes, you would think that you'd actually say something. Jesus Christ, man. We're talking about Obama here delaying the request for the $1.2 trillion debt ceiling increase. Want to hear what you have to say about it? We got area code 708. You're on the horn.
You gotta be joking me.
What are we joking you about, sir? This guy's shoving the phone in his ass or something. Give me a break. Come on. 818, you're on the horn. Looks like somebody started New Year's Eve early. Hey, 818, you're on the horn, man.
Oh, shit. Hey, Ghost, what's up? How you doing?
How's it going? You having a party over there or what? I hear some chicks, man. You're already ahead of the game so far.
I'm getting ready. We're going to have a ball. We're going to chill over here. Well,
what are your festivities? Why don't you tell us what your festivities are? What do you have planned? Or is there any alcoholic beverage consumption? Are there any tetrahydrocannabinol consumption? Enlighten the people that are out there that are probably going to be fanning their ball sack this New Year's Eve. Go ahead.
All right, well, first of all, we're going to invite Nikolai over here because, he's just a badass Russian, and he's going to bring over his vodka. Then we're going to bring the tub guy over. He's going to be in the tub chilling with his Johnny Walker Red Label, all right? And then I'm going to bring my own wine that I was making for the ladies. We're going to be chilling.
You're a real sick troll. You know that?
are you?
I'm not a troll, sir. I mean what I say. I say what I mean. You, on the other hand, you're just doing it for the lulz.
That's a tongue twister right there. I never knew you were good at them.
Now, shove it up your ass, you fruit bowl. You're just wanting to try to get close to me, for Christ's sake. Take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack, you fruit bowl. Jesus Christ, he's got chicks there. He's sitting over here hitting on me. Do you hear this? Huh? This is the new America. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about Obama here, you know, him delaying the request to increase the debt ceiling $1.2 trillion. But it seems like we're getting sidetracked, of course, by cyber vermin and, of course, troll terrorists. But are there any serious callers out here? I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. We got area code 336. You're on the horn. What's up?
All you gotta do is take a couple Hebrews, put them on a train. Now sing a little canon, cyclone, a bit of gas, just a grain.
Shut up, you stupid moron. All right, take that stupid audio clip and shove it up your clogged up, piled up pooper. 718, you're on the horn.
Happy New Year, Ghost.
Happy New Year. Who's this?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Well, what's going on? Why don't you enlighten us? Why don't you tell us something, man? What's going on? You're on the horn.
Well, I don't know. I just wanted to wish you an engineer a Happy New Year.
Oh, well, hey, we appreciate it. Hey, engineer 718 said Happy New Year. Well, you made his New Year, obviously. I think it would be a little bit better if you were female, though. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, 951, what's up? You're on the horn.
Yeah, hi, Ghost. There's a Republican candidate that nobody's talking about right now. And
who's that?
Well, he has a really conservative record. You know, he does drone attacks on, U.S. citizens without trial. He supports cap and trade. He supports, the individual mandate, which is a very strong Republican position in the 90s. So, yeah, the most conservative guy there is Obama.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't call those particular issues conservative. I mean, bombing American citizens and that sort of, that's not a conservative stance, sir.
Well, that's what Bush did, or that's what Bush supported. And you like Bush, so you should like Obama because he's just
wait a minute. Wait just a second, all right? Bush never assassinated any American citizen, sir.
No, but he supported indefinite detention without trial, which Obama supports.
Well, no. Let's redefine what you just said there. Now, Bush, the only people that Bush detained indefinitely were actual terrorists. Like James Padilla in Chicago, that idiot that tried to blow himself up with a radioactive bomb, all right? That Harry Reid, or not Harry Reid, Harry Reid's that idiot in the freaking Senate, but that Reid idiot, that shoe bomber, so on and so forth. I mean, these are the people that this guy, basically utilized this particular procedure for. Now, unfortunately, we've got a new administration that's interpreting these particular guidelines set forth by the Patriot Act in a completely different direction. And the reason is because the majority of the people that are in this administration are bureaucrats and lawyers. All right, so, when you talk about, United States citizens being assassinated, well, let's talk about that for a second. You're talking about al-Awlaki, am I correct?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about al-Awlaki for a second, all right? Now, let's first and foremost talk about how al-Awlaki was outside of the United States. Whether or not he was born in New Mexico or not, this guy was in a theater of combat because, if I'm not mistaken, they killed him in the Sudan, or if not in the Sudan, one of those rogue nations that basically has a loose government authority that's basically put forth by the rule of UN peacekeepers or the United States military, all right? So let's talk about that for a second. Al-Awlaki was not sitting at his home in New Mexico, kicking back, drinking Mai Tais here. This guy was in the Sudan, or not in the Sudan, he was in Yemen, or one of these rogue nations that barely even has a freaking government authority, all right? Yeah, Yemen, exactly, Yemen, excuse me. I knew it was one of those pissing ground countries that, doesn't even have a freaking government, for Christ's sake. Anyway, this man was not only striking the United States interest, and not only striking, but threatening for future strikes in United States interest. Moreover, he declared war against the United States publicly many times on a variety of different videos. And believe it or not, I'm not trying to be pro-Obama here, because I'm not, all right? But assassinating al-Awlaki is not assassinating a U.S. citizen. This man basically redefined himself as an enemy combatant as defined by the Geneva Conventions. And I think that what you need to do is reread the Geneva Conventions and international law and start realizing that once al-Awlaki decided to go over into Yemen and decided that he wanted to start taking pop shots at not just American interest but world interest, he made himself a target, a legitimate target for the military-industrial complex, Interpol, and any other international organization or any other international country for this idiot to be assassinated, rocketed, shot, sniped, whatever the case might be. So for all you people that are trying to say that Barack Obama's assassinating people is just an outright lie, all right? It's an outright lie. And let me tell you something. I don't like Barack Obama. You know it, and I know it. I am not a fan of Barack Obama. I think that this administration has gone way too bureaucratic, way too tyrannical in my personal opinion. But for you to sit over here and suggest that Barack Obama is assassinating U.S. citizens is an outright lie. All right? It's a freaking lie. Freaking al-Awlaki was a freaking enemy combatant as defined by the Geneva Conventions. This guy left his freaking American citizenship at the door of America and decided to go to Yemen and decided to go out and implement military action against the United States. So that's all there is to it. So don't give me this crap that, we're assassinating American citizens. Shut up. All right? Just shut up. Anyway, we're not even talking about that. We're supposed to be talking about how Obama's delaying the request for the $1.2 trillion debt ceiling increase, but it looks like you idiots don't even care about that. You are going to be caring once the debt ceiling one of these days isn't increased, and all of a sudden we start defaulting on our debt, and the American dollar is worth diddly, and all of a sudden we see gold and silver prices going up 100%. I mean, I'm just saying. And screw all you people that are saying I'm a liberal because I'm backing up. I'm not backing up Obama, asshole, all right? I'm not backing this man up. But for you idiots to sit over here and say this guy is assassinating American citizens in the street, you're lying. You're all a bunch of liars, all right? He's not assassinating people in the streets, all right? This guy is going out there and assassinating people that are inflicting military strikes against America, and that's all there is to it, all right? And I don't care who's in office. I don't care if it's Obama. I don't care if it's somebody on the right. I don't care if it's somebody on the left. I don't care if it's somebody on the middle. If somebody is inflicting military strikes against America, they put themselves a target, whether they're an American citizen or not, they put themselves as a target for military action. That's all there is to it. Anyway, let's continue going, for Christ's sake. These people they're trying to agitate the situation. Screw all you people that are agitating this situation. Screw all you text chat warriors in this chat room. You piece of crap. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I'm going off keister here. These people are pissing me off in the chat room. It's just, it must be because we're headed towards the end of the year, and these idiots just think that, hey, look at me, I'm going to go nuts. I'm just going to go out and become some text chat warrior, and I'm going to agitate ghosts, and it's going to be a big freaking party, for Christ's sake. Screw all you bastards, all right? Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter since you idiots don't care about the debt ceiling, all right? Let's talk a little bit about Verizon Wireless. Did y'all hear about Verizon Wireless earlier this week? Tried to implement some kind of a fee to its users on online and phone payments? Yeah. Verizon Wireless attempted to try to bill its customers $2 for online and phone payments. Can you believe this crap? All right? Well, up until about 4 hours ago, that was a reality. 4 hours ago, or actually 3 hours ago, Verizon Wireless put out and said that Well, we're not going to do that because of customer uproar. Yeah, we're not going to implement the $2 transaction fee as it relates to online and phone bill payments. We're not going to go ahead and implement the $2 transaction fee. No, we're not going to do that. Yeah, of course you're not going to do that. And you know what people need to start recognizing? When not only did Verizon cower under the pressure here recently as it relates to this $2 transaction fee on online and phone payments, but also Bank of America when they attempted to try to add a $5 debit card fee. All right? Moreover, even more recently, the GoDaddy.com exodus. You know, all those people leaving GoDaddy.com because they were supporting SOPA. I mean, people need to recognize that, you know, as a consumer, you do have power, you mindless idiots. You do have power. You understand that where you spend your money is a political statement, all right? Where you spend your money is a political statement. Netflix, thanks a lot, James McKee in the chat room. He said Netflix is another good example. Netflix at the beginning springtime of 2011 was up about $200 and something a share. It's closing out, a little under $60. And that was because it decided it was going to raise its prices up 30-40%. I mean, it's stupid. But you see, customers need to realize that where they spend their money is a political statement. All right? And customers need to realize that if corporations are going to raise the price in products, if they're going to raise the price in services, that better be justified as consumers. Consumers need to realize that, hey, they do have the power here. They just need to recognize not being a bunch of lab rats running to food pellets on the latest electronic widget that's distributed at the goddamn multinational corporation that they're against and they're bitching about and taking all their small businesses away, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, it's just not brain scientists, it's not brain science, but it seems like it's brain science out here in America when the American public sucks out here and they're out here more worried about the freaking Dancing with the Stars than they are worried about their own freaking American government, and they are worried about these freaking multinational corporations that don't even show America loyalty anymore, you idiots. I mean, these idiots all over the country are talking about, where's the small business going? Where's the small business going? You idiots, you're taking it away. You're the one letting it go away by going to Walmart and blowing all your capital at Walmart and Target and all these damn multinational corporations, for Christ's sake. It's you that's doing it, all right? Nobody else. Don't be bitching. Don't be camping out in parks and turning it into freaking biohazard situations with your puke and piss and crap, with your freaking tents and your trash. Don't be doing that crap. It's your fault. You're the one that keeps going out and spending your money at these multinational conglomerates. You're the one that keeps electing these freaking politicians that are in power today. So if you're going to be bitching, you need to be looking at the freaking asshole in the mirror and start realizing that, hey, I've got to start doing something, for Christ's sake. I need to get my ass off the sidelines. I need to put myself in the front lines, for Christ's sake, if I want to continue to sustain liberty in this country. But it makes me sick. People would just rather just sit on their fat asses, for Christ's sake. It makes me sick to my stomach. I want to hear from you, for Christ's sake. 646-652-4869. We're talking about how Verizon Wireless was trying to charge $2 convenience fee for their online and phone payments, and because of the customer uproar, they decided to bow down. They decided to bow down, and I hope that this proves to everybody who's listening out there that where you spend your money is a freaking political statement. Take your heads out of your ass and start realizing this, you stupid, dumb milky lickers, all right? Jesus Christ. Who the hell else do we got over here? We got area code 760. You're on the horn.
Ghost, your Godzilla.
That's stupid. You're a stupid idiot, all right? We got Capitalist Fox. What's up? Shut up with the freaking remixes, for Christ's sake. All right? Stop trying to ruin my Baller Friday, man. Stop it. Area code 614, what's up? You're on the horn.
What's up? Obama's a dirty nigger.
Why do you have to be racist like that? Well, why do you have to be racist like that?
I'm just saying, I'm just agreeing with you. I'm agreeing that, you know...
No, you're not agreeing with me, you racist prick, all right? You're not agreeing with me. You're being a racist jerk. And I hope that, you know, Huey Newton, the ghost of Huey Newton, comes back and gives you an anal raping in your dreams, for Christ's sake, tonight, all right? 865, what's up? What do you got to say?
Hey, Ghost. First of all, I would like to say Happy Baller Friday.
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks a lot.
And about this thing with Verizon, I think it's pretty stupid. I mean, did you hear earlier they actually started charging their customers just to use the Wi-Fi on their phone?
No, I wasn't aware. I'm not a Verizon customer. I did not know that.
I heard about that. I mean, I actually heard about that. I mean, most phone companies, you can use the Wi-Fi for free. I heard Verizon started charging. They also did away with their unlimited data plan. I mean, they're just going down the toilet.
Well, you know, believe it or not, most carriers, and I hate to say this because it shouldn't even need to be, but most carriers are going towards that direction. I think that unlimited data plans are going to be the thing of the past. And that's not just exclusive towards phone data plans. I'm talking about even broadband data plans at this point in time are even subject to caps and that sort of thing. So, I mean, you know, if the consumer wants to go out and actually make a dent in what these freaking carriers are trying to implement on the people, they need to do so, and they need to do it quick, all right? They need to quit sitting on their thumbs and start realizing that, hey, we're going to live in an era where the internet isn't free for unlimited amounts of time. We're going to live in a day and age where it's going to be like the freaking early 90s when you're going to be charged by the hour to use your freaking internet connection, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking. You know, and speaking of telecommunications companies, let's go ahead and get to the next subject matter. They just won a court case that is basically going to shield them from any kind of litigation relating to any kind of anti-terrorism surveillance by the government. Now, what that means is that the government decides that it wants to ask AT&T or Verizon Wireless or any of these carrier companies that they want to be able to wiretap your phone for whatever reason. Well, AT&T and Verizon are just going to allow them to do so without any kind of freaking warrant, no kind of judge looking over this particular surveillance, nothing, all right? Now, this litigation that's been put forth, and it was put forth here in San Francisco, that's in favor of the telecommunications companies, this is going to absolve them of any litigation. You can no longer sue your telecommunications company if you are wiretapped upon by the government, all right? I'm not joking. So if the government decides to wiretap your ass and AT&T, Verizon Wireless allows them to do it without any kind of search warrant, without any kind of judge signing off on this particular surveillance, you cannot sue AT&T. You cannot sue Verizon Wireless. But, you know, this judge tried to be talking both sides out of his mouth, to be completely honest with you. All right, he's talking out both sides of his mouth because in his little stupid little precedent, not only did he say that the telecommunication people were absolved of any type of litigation, but he's also telling the individuals that were illegally wiretapped to actually sue the government. I mean, the judge is actually telling the people that were illegally wiretapped to sue the government, not sue AT&T and Verizon, even though AT&T and Verizon allow the government to just wiretap their customers without any kind of warrant whatsoever. This judge says, well, you can't sue the companies, but you can sue the government. Yeah, okay. Let's see how far that gets you, all right? Let's see how far that gets you. I mean, the black men that were subjected to syphilis in World War II just recently got their settlement, what was it, 10 years ago or some crap. So, yeah, you can go sue the government and see where that gets you, for Christ's sake. It ain't going to get you diddly, all right? You can't sue the government. And that's why I don't like when the government takes control of more and more of private enterprise, all right? You can't sue the government. I'd much more rather prefer private enterprise have more of an influence over our lives as opposed to this bureaucratic government out here, because the government is Big Brother. You can't sue the government. You can't take the government to court, but you can take corporations to court. You can take businesses to court. And they'll have to settle they'll have to settle, or they'll have to take it to trial. But you can't do that to the government, folks. So this stupid little precedent set forth by some stupid appellate court in San Francisco basically set precedent that the government can ask AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, any one of these carriers, whether or not they want to wiretap a given individual without any kind of goddamn warrant. And, of course, the individuals being tapped cannot seek any type of litigation towards the freaking telecommunications companies. I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. It seems to me like these telecommunication companies are trying to think that they're Big Brother all of a sudden, huh? All of a sudden they think that they're, going to flex nuts and kind of, put the internet user in their place, for Christ's sake. Yeah, screw you, all right? Screw you, assholes. Area code 352, what do you think about this crap?
What kind of a name is Poop Tickler? I mean, you see these people? What kind of a name is Poop Tickler up in here?
No kidding. Let me tell you something right now. What kind of a name is Poop Tickler, all right? It's a sick-ass name, and I can't believe you people embrace it. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about how telecommunication companies are giving it to their customers and making them take it up the tailpipe. And I want to hear what you have to say about it, all right? 646-652-4869. We got area code 720 on the horn. What's up?
We got area code 720.
Jeez, turn down the radio, jerk dick, all right? 713, what's up? Another Helen Keller deaf mute. I mean, God damn it. Epic 435, you're on the goddamn horn. That was stupid. That was lame, for Christ's sake. 703, you're on the horn. My grandmother is right now in a puddle of her own piss. Epic fail, Granny. You son of a bitch. You understand? You goddamn son. I told all of you once, and I'm going to tell you sorry shits of cyber vermin crap again. Don't ever talk about my granny. God damn it. Don't ever make any goddamn jokes about my granny. Don't you ever talk about my granny, for God's sake. God. God damn it. My granny was a pious woman, for Christ's sake. She never hurt a soul, and you people are going to sit over here and besmirch her memory. I'm not going to let you do it. Don't talk about my granny. God damn it. God damn it. You assholes are lucky. You're lucky that this ain't real life, asshole. You're lucky this ain't no freaking ballroom, because I'd be kicking ass and taking names, boy. You know it, and I know it. You know it, and I know it. Goddamn son of a bitch. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic. Don't talk about my goddamn granny, you sons of bitches. You can talk about me. You can talk about anything about me all you want to. But don't talk about my goddamn granny. My goddamn granny! God damn it! Oh, yeah, somebody's in here saying sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ghost, I'm sorry. You look sorry. You all look sorry, all right? You all look sorry, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ghost. Yeah, you look sorry, you piece of crap. You look sorry. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic. For Christ's sake. You sorry sacks of crap look sorry. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter, because you idiots ain't giving a crap about this crap. Stupid sons of bitches. Let's talk a little bit about the Yehudis out there in Egypt. How about that, huh? That's right. Let's talk a little bit about the Yehudis in Egypt, for Christ's sake. Did you hear the latest news out of Egypt, huh? Oh, the Egyptian Yehudis went in and raided pro-democracy non-government organizations, basically looting these pro-democracy non-government organizations of all their electronic equipment, computer equipment, so on and so forth, huh? Oh, isn't that great? Yeah. Thanks, Whale Ghanem. Thanks a lot. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I hate to keep tooting my own horn here, but beat, all right? I mean, when the freaking liberal media was creaming out their pants when this freaking Egyptian so-called revolution was happening back in February, I was the only one on the internet calling this freaking pathetic so-called revolution for what it is, and it was a post-Katrina wasteland. There was no intellectual foundation in back of the Egyptian revolution. It was nothing but a bunch of wild Yehudis utilizing an opportunity to go out and pillage and plunder and rape women and just act like disgusting, despicable, sniveling Neanderthals. That's all the Egyptian so-called revolution was, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you something. You can go back in the archive, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. and take a look at those February episodes, for Christ's sake, because I was the only one calling out the Egyptian Yehudis for the disgusting, despicable, useless pieces of Neanderthal crap that they were. They had no intellectual foundation to their revolution, and I said back then that what is going to transpire and what's transpiring now was going to transpire, and I always said it was. I mean, things that are coming to pass, I said were going to come to pass, folks. And that's all there is to it. And look at this. Egypt goes into pro-democracy non-government organizations, right? I mean, they're the headquarters out there. All right, non-government organizations, and they're raiding them and pillaging them just like they pillaged their own country, all right? Because that's what they did. I mean, they turned their freaking country into a freaking wasteland because, oh, I don't want to go to work. I'm serious. Oh, I don't want to go to work. I mean, that's basically all it comes down to, for Christ's sake, man. And now Egypt, look at them now. They're going to implement Sharia law, for Christ's sake, huh? That's right. They're implementing Sharia law. You've got the Egyptian army going out there and killing people in the middle of the streets. You know, killing them like dogs, for Christ's sake. Where's the American media hyping this? I mean, this was something that the American media back in February was putting on a pedestal. All of a sudden, we just want to, sit back and just kind of forget that what's happening in Egypt is happening, for Christ's sake. Hey, I'm not going to forget, asshole, all right? I'm not going to forget. And let me tell you something right now. I'm also not going to forget Whale Ghanem's influence in this whole ordeal. And I don't understand why these wild Yehudis in Egypt are going into non-government organizations that are pro-democracy, that were actually trying to help these disgusting, sniveling people into rabble-rousing themselves into the current situation that they're in. Why these people are going after NGOs is beyond me. They should be going after Whale Ghanem. They should be going after that sack of crap for rabble-rousing their goddamn country into what they are today. Whale Ghanem, you know who you are, the asshole that's about to put out his great book, Revolution 2.0. That stupid son of a bitch. That's who the goddamn Egyptians should be focusing their energy and venting their frustrations at, not freaking goddamn government, non-government organizations, for Christ's sake, that are trying to help these people. It's freaking Wael Ghanem. And you know what, I mean, I've been trying to tweet that son of a bitch, and let me tell you something right now. I'm going to continue to tweet that son of a bitch, because that asshole's got blood on his hands, and that's all there is to it, Wael Ghanem. You got blood on your hands! And that's all there is to it. But anyway, once again, wild Yehudis in Egypt raid pro-democracy non-government organization headquarters out there in Egypt. And, of course, the American government's trying to downplay everything. I mean, they came out today, the American government, that is, and came out and said, well, they gave us back all the equipment. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong here. All right? I mean, we got all the computer equipment back. That's all there is. Yeah, right. All right, let me tell you something right now. The American government, the current administration, has got so much egg on its face, it can't afford to, have Egypt as another bleep in the disgusting, ridiculous foreign policy that this current administration has implemented in America's name. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter, because I don't want to talk about those wild Yehudis in Egypt, for Christ's sake. I mean, I knew that they didn't want democracy. I knew that they were a bunch of wild, disgusting, sweaty Yehudis that just wanted to cause destruction for the sake of destruction. And what's happening right now proves what I've always said. So for all you wild Yehudis in Egypt, take your heads out of your ass and start realizing that the whole reason why you're in the precarious situation that you're in is because you put it on yourselves, you stupid idiots. And now you want the world to feel compassion for you, now that you've got the military that you put into power, now that you've got the government that you put into power shooting at you people and calling you counter-revolutionaries. Now you want us to feel sorry for you? Hey, screw you, you jerks. And screw Wael Ghanem while we're at it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter, all right? Let's move on to another subject matter. Now, what did I say about Pakistan the last show? What did I say about Pakistan in the last show? I said that in 2012, we're going to see a freaking coup. We're going to see a coup in that country, all right? I'm not joking. You people think that I was lying. You people think that, you're not going to see a coup. Hey, there is a powder keg waiting to happen, for Christ's sake, and let me tell you, it's starting to happen right now, all right? A coup will happen in Pakistan. And for all you folks that are unaware, we had a car bomb in Pakistan that killed 9 people that was actually in the neighborhood attempting to assassinate one of the, bureaucrats of the citizen civilian government. Yeah, they tried to assassinate Shafiqui Mengal. Shafiqui Mengal. They tried to car bomb his home. Unfortunately, they got 9 people and, injured about 20-something other people. And the reason that this is such a integral story is because it's showing, folks, that the faction that's within the country that's trying to destabilize the government so that there can be a coup to overrun the existing Pakistani government is real, all right? They are real. Yeah, Shaquille, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm sorry if I mispronounced. I'm not Muslim, all right? I'm sorry for the mispronounced name, jerk dicks, all right? Jesus Christ. Have some baklava and shut up. But my point is that we are witnessing the powder keg continuing to happen, all right? I mean, Pakistan is, we're continuously hearing about episodes of violence like this in this country. And moreover, speaking of throwing a coup in the country, a Pakistani panel, believe it or not, this is a New York Times story that just came out today. Out of Islamabad, the Pakistani Supreme Court ordered an investigation on Friday into a controversial memo purportedly drafted by the civilian government shortly after an American raid that killed Osama bin Laden that solicited help in stopping a possible coup by the humiliated Pakistani military. Did y'all hear this crap? Here, let me go ahead and post that goddamn... implement chat room martial law, engineer. Implement chat room martial law. Anyway, I want everybody to take a look at this article right here. This is by the New York Times right here today, all right? I'm telling you right now, Pakistan is going to have a coup in its country, folks. I said this the last show. I have been saying this for the past freaking 6 months, all right? I've been saying this for the past 6 months, that the ISI and the Pakistani military is its own entity. And right now it's trying to utilize Islamic factions, Islamic revolutionary radical factions to try to destabilize the whole country, to delegitimize the civilian government so that the military can come in and take control of Pakistan. And when the military comes over and takes control of Pakistan, you better well guarantee that there's going to be war with India, all right? I mean, I'm telling you this right now, folks. The prognosticator is telling you what it's going to be. There will be a coup in Pakistan, and it'll be orchestrated by the Pakistani military, and I guarantee you, right when the Pakistani military takes control of Pakistan, they're going right after India. All right? They're going right after India, and that's all there is to it, folks. All right? Read that damn article right there. Read the article. Read it. All right? I talked about this last show. I mean, don't you find it rather convenient that things that I talk about on this broadcast, all of a sudden the mainstream media talks about it like 3 or 4 days later? Huh? That's because I'm the radio of record, for Christ's sake. This show, the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, is the radio of record. Anyway, lift chat room martial law, engineer. Lift that damn chat room martial law. Jesus Christ, it's good to be right all the time. Anyway, let's continue going, for Christ's sake, folks, because we're running out of time here. North Korea and its new supposed leader, Kim Jong-un, has asserted that nothing has changed with South Korea, and that they reasserted the fact that, we're going to continue as business as usual, for Christ's sake, all right? I mean, supposedly the communist government of North Korea is going to continue to be some rabble-rousing piece of crap, so on and so forth. But, folks, I mean, wasn't this in complete contradiction to what Kim Jong-un was attempting to facilitate as far as dialogue was concerned with South Korea about a week or so ago? I mean, did y'all remember this? I mean, Kim Jong-un attempted to try to facilitate some kind of signal, some kind of dialogue with the South. And, of course, the military wasn't going to have anything of that. So I think what they did is pretty much gave Kim Jong-un a talking to. And today they reasserted themselves, saying that, there's not going to be any reunification of the South, that we're going to still continue this policy of the demilitarized zone. We're going to still implement this policy of communism, so on and so forth. But I'm telling you this right now, I think that there is a power struggle within the country of North Korea. And I think that Kim Jong-un was trying to send a signal to the West, or to anybody that can receive it, that they actually, or at least Kim Jong-un, that is, the actual supposed supreme leader of the country, actually wants a peaceful reunification of North and South Korea. But today's reassertion of old traditions is proof that there is a power struggle within North Korea. That North Korea is reasserting that there's not going to be a reunification, that we're going to continue as business as usual, so on and so forth. And who does that benefit? I mean, continuing this freaking demilitarized zone in South North Korea, who does that benefit? It benefits the military. All right? Because Kim Jong-un has nothing to do with the military. He's just some fat little ham bone that was inherited the damn bureaucracy, all right? The bureaucracy itself is now becoming a living organism and no longer needs some figurehead like Kim Jong-un, It's becoming like what happened after Mao Zedong, What happened after Mao Zedong was the bureaucracy of the Communist government of China became its own living organism and decided that it was no longer going to be, some dictated by one individual type of country any longer, that it was going to be an actual communist-based system based upon a, bureaucratic governing authority. And that's what they've done ever since Mao Zedong died. I mean, they're still doing that, for Christ's sake. And you see, now, unfortunately, Kim Jong-un attempted, and there are reports of him trying to, start some kind of a dialogue with South Korea, but unfortunately, the military is going to have none of that, all right? The military is going to have none of that, and I feel bad now, for Kim Jong-un, because I think that the guy is actually being held hostage by his father's military. I'm not joking. I'm starting to believe this. I mean, the signals and the messages coming out of North Korea, in my opinion, I think that Kim Jong-un is being forced to be some kind of figurehead just so that they can continue to make the people believe in this fictitious secularist goddom that Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il made for themselves. Meanwhile, the military is going to continue to run all business behind the scenes, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, that's my personal opinion. I think that there is a power struggle in North Korea, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was a coup in North Korea. I wouldn't be surprised seeing something to the effect of Kim Jong-un, leaving, going exile. I would not be surprised to see the military take complete and total control of North Korea. I would not be surprised, all right? I would not be surprised. Anyway, folks, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, for Christ's sake. And, of course, for all you lazy bastards that are too lazy to open up a window, we got all kinds of little buttons underneath the player right there in front of you. We got all kinds of Google Plus buttons, Facebook like buttons, retweet this button, share this buttons. Use and abuse those freaking buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, folks, let's go ahead, and I hate to even ask the engineer, do we have any goddamn Twitter shout-outs to be had out here for these milky liquors? Well, according to the engineer, we do have some Twitter shout-outs to be had out here, and if you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now, on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, lock this thing down, engineer, lock it down. All you have to do is, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, folks, and the Twitter account is Ghost Politics, right there in front of your faces. All one word, no underscores, folks, Ghost Politics, all right? And if you want to shout out right here, right now, all you got to do is retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, and we'll go ahead and do this, all right? Now, go ahead and lift chat room martial law engineer, and let's go ahead and give some goddamn shout-outs. Anyway, we got Gino Blast in the house. We got Soldier Leaf Hat in the house. We got Weed Wax in the house. What's going on? We got Ghost is a Cutie. Okay, I guess. We got Mr. Golfer. We got Turd Burglar 1. What's going on? We got somebody named David Davidson in the house. We got Tuzor Dash in the place. Once again, folks, if you want a shout-out, all you got to do is retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, folks. It's that simple, that easy. Don't be a milky liquor, for Christ's sake. All right, who the hell else do we got going on over here? We got some idiot named Rabbi Ghost, whatever the hell that means. We got right in the ham bone, or ring in the ham bone. All right, that's funny. Yeah, ring in the ham bone. That's funny, you idiot. We got somebody named Ghost Loves Gimps. We got somebody named Ghost the Gimp. We got somebody named Brony Gimp. We got somebody named Democratic Gimp. We got somebody named Communist Gimp. We got somebody else named Capitalist. I mean, Jesus Christ, what's up with all the gift names, for Christ's sake? Enough of this crap. Jesus Christ. We got Flight Pilot 337 in the house. We got Exara Hawks in the place. What's going on, Exara Hawks? How you doing, man? As a matter of fact, if you ain't doing nothing tomorrow for the Ghosties, man, I mean, we'd like some live music from you, man. You know what I mean? Live music from Exara Hawks, the true capitalist radio pianist. You know what I mean? He's the best pianist on true capitalist radio, and I'm sure everybody would appreciate it. So it's up to you, man. It's no biggie if you don't. Anyway, we got Micha Ghostzilla. Okay, yeah, real funny. We got somebody named Nikolai, some Russian last name. I don't know what the hell it means. We got Vince Jager in the place. We already said that name. Let's continue going, for Christ's sake. Let's do a couple of more. Engineer, all right? We're just going to do a couple of more, and that's it here. We're going to move on to other subject matters. We've got Pie Ass Granny. Shove it up your ass, you idiot, all right? Stupid jerk dicks. We got Agrarius. We've got Bronies for Ghost. We got Beatings for Bronies. We got Dusky Daycare. Gee, man, see, here we go with the Dusky. I said we're not doing it anymore. Screw this crap. Screw this crap. If you people can't be mature about this crap and have a simple shout out, well, then screw all of you. I'm not giving any more Twitter shout-outs to you milky lickers, for Christ's sake. Dusky Bath Boy and all this other crap. You people are idiots, man. You people are idiots, and you're disgusting. All right? That's what you are. You're disgusting. As a matter of fact, give me my drink, for Christ. Give me my drink. Jesus Christ. Some good goddamn stuff there. Some good spotting optimator there. As a matter of fact, I should be chugging this. For Christ's sake. I mean, it's the last Baller Friday of the year, for Christ's sake. The last Baller Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and keep drinking here. Good stuff. And, of course, don't drink and drive, folks, because you might spill something. And you don't want to get your threads all messed up and all that other stuff. So, once again, don't be drinking and driving. Anyway, folks, it's Baller Friday. I'm hyped. Let's just get through all these goddamn subject matters out of the way, and let's get to Radio Graffiti, because I know everybody's sitting over there chafing their little pink willies, waiting for Radio Graffiti. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get Radio Graffiti, dude. Shut up. I want to talk about something else, folks. We've just finished talking about how North Korea, there's going to possibly be a coup in that country, in my personal opinion. I mean, as Kim Jong-un was named supreme leader in the beginning, as Kim Jong-il first died, I mean, he started throwing signals that he was actually going to consider a nonviolent reunification of North and South Korea. But, of course, today, the country has reassured its stance that it's going to continue business as usual. It's going to continue the old demilitarized zone, the separation of North and South, yada, 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 because like I've suggested time and time again, that Kim Jong-un, in my personal view, is being held hostage by the military. And why is he being held hostage by the military? Because the military needs him as a figurehead. Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il got the North Korean people so mesmerized with secular goddom that they cannot see themselves without a leader. I mean, you all saw how many people were crying like, disgusting, despicable, bitches that got bitch slapped by Ike Turner out there in North Korea right after Kim Jong-il died, for Christ's sake. These people need some kind of a leader. They need some kind of an idol. They need some kind of a figurehead, for Christ's sake. And that's what Kim Jong-un is at this point in time, because we all know that the military itself is now the living, breathing bureaucracy and the leadership of North Korea. Anyway, let's move on. I want to talk a little bit about the Kurds in northern Iraq. Turkey, believe it or not, a couple of months back, basically suggested that it was going to implement military exercises within the Kurdish region of northern Iraq, claiming that Kurdish terrorists were somehow terrorizing the country of Turkey. And as a result, Turkey has been running military exercises within the northern province of Iraq. Believe it or not, it's the safest province, but of course Turkey, being Kurdish-hating pieces of racist crap that they are, decided to use this as a pretense to just go in there and start bombing the place. Well, in the process of supposedly looking for Kurdish terrorists, the Turkish Air Force unfortunately killed 35 people. They killed 35 Kurdish civilians in northern Iraq, in the Kurdish province, because, according to the Turkish, they're looking for Kurdish terrorists. And in my personal opinion, I think that this is just pure racism. Now, I've talked about this time and time again, but I think it needs to be repeated, because the Kurdish got screwed after World War I, all right? They got screwed after World War I. Because remember, Lawrence of Arabia went into the Ottoman Empire during World War I and penetrated from the inside out. I mean, you all need to read about the whole story of Lawrence of Arabia. Lawrence of Arabia was a military British Secret Service or black operations operative that actually went in the boundaries of the Ottoman Empire and negotiated with the tribal warlords within these different provinces of the Ottoman Empire, and basically promised each and every one of these warlords that if they were to uprise against the Ottoman Empire, that they would be given certain provinces. And folks, believe it or not, all the Arab countries that we know and love at this point in time, the United Arab Emirates, all right, Iraq, Syria, Iran, all these, ridiculous countries that we know and love were basically cut up at the Treaty of Versailles after the English had basically won World War I, all right? I mean, I'm not joking, man. I mean, they started cutting up these countries, and who did they put in power of each and every one of these countries? They put in the tribal warlords that negotiated with Lawrence of Arabia. That's why all these Arab countries have kings and queens. That's why they have monarchs. There's no monarch precedent in Arab civilization. There's no historical monarch significance in freaking Arab cultures. You know what I mean? So inevitably, the Brits basically caused all this crap that we're witnessing today. All right? Now, the point that I'm making here is the fact that the Kurds were the ones that didn't negotiate with Lawrence of Arabia. And because of that, they didn't get anything. They got no province, they got no country, nothing. And ever since the Treaty of Versailles, the Kurds have been a landless people, all right? They've been a landless people, and the only area that they were able to settle was northern Iraq. And we all know what the Sunnis and the Shiites really thought about the Kurds, because Saddam Hussein gassed these poor people with biological and chemical weapons, and none of the other people even gave two rats' asses or batted an eye, for Christ's sake. All right? So in my personal opinion, I think that the Kurds at this point in time are being messed with by old idealism, by old tribal rift, by old tribal nonsense, for Christ's sake. And I think that Turkey, given the fact that it wants to be the leader, or the so-called leader of this goddamn Arab Spring, should literally rise above this old prehistoric tribal freaking adversary crap and take its head out of its ass and start realizing that, hey, maybe you need to stop messing with the Kurds, and maybe you need to realize that, there is an Islamic extremist faction trying to take control of your country, you dumbass Turkish idiots. Jesus Christ, why don't you loosen up the turban from around your heads, you stupid Turkish idiots, and start realizing that the Kurds have nothing to do with what's going on in your stupid pissing ground country, all right? All the bombings that are happening in Istanbul, all the bombings that are happening in Turkey are strictly related Islamic extremism, not the Kurds, you asshole. But let me tell you something. After this 35 Kurdish civilian death in this Turkish air raid, I would strongly advise Turkey to be prepared for a Kurdish response. And let me tell you, even though the Kurdish were landless people, even though the Kurds were always picked upon by, a variety of different tribal factions, the Kurds are still down for theirs, all right? And the Kurds will still fight. Why do you think that the Kurds have the safest province in the country of Iraq? Because they don't mess around, all right? You can walk around in the northern province of Iraq because the Kurds have got it sewn up, all right? You don't mess around in northern Iraq. So let me tell you something right now. Turkey, be expecting a response from the Kurdish. And with all due respect, I'm not advocating violence. I'm not advocating any type of military action, so on and so forth. But in this instance, I think that the Kurdish are justified a response, and I'll leave it at that. Anyway, last but not least, folks, let's talk a little bit about Syria. Because Syria, once again, we are surpassed 2,000 deaths because the leader of Syria, Bashar al-Assad, continues to kill and massacre and murder his own people just so he can sustain his own bureaucratic totalitarian power, all right? Well, recently, delegates from Syria representing Bashar al-Assad's government attended this stupid little Arab League summit. And this Arab League is nothing more than all the Arab countries getting together and, talking about whatever the hell Arab countries talk about, all right? Well, anyway, the Arab League gets together and basically pressured Syria into supposedly halting the pure butchery of their own people, all right? And supposedly the Syrian delegation responded and say, okay, we'll stop doing it. Shut up, all right? So in response to this, the Arab League decided to go in and send observers to observe what's going on in Syria, Yeah, so the Arab League's observers arrived yesterday, and in response to the observers' arrival, the Syrian people rose up and staged a massive protest. I mean, one of the biggest protests to date ever since the uprising in the beginning of the springtime. I mean, a huge protest, and guess what Bashar al-Assad's army did? Decided to start killing people, even amidst the Arab League observers sitting there watching this crap. So, let me tell you something. You're talking about a defiant, totalitarian, disgusting, sniveling weasel. I'm talking about Bashar al-Assad, and I will continue to say, death, death, death to Bashar al-Assad. He's a despicable, disgusting tyrant, and that man deserves to die. He deserves a bullet in his head, and you can tell him I said that. Death to Bashar al-Assad! You piece of crap. Anyway, that's about it for all the serious news here. Let's go into a little bit of tongue-in-cheek news here. Did anybody hear about this 99-year-old husband who's going to divorce his 96-year-old wife after 77 years of marriage because this guy was cleaning out the house and found some old love letter correspondence between his old lady and some idiot 70 years ago? Can you believe this crap? I mean, some 99-year-old man is going to divorce his wife after 77 years because he found some old letters. I mean, let alone why this old bag, why this 96-year-old bag of bones even kept these letters is beyond me. But he's going to divorce his wife because he found these letters that happened 70 years ago. This was an affair that happened 70 years ago, but this man can't take it. 99-year-old grandpa saying, you know what, screw this, I'm going to divorce this skank, and I'm going to go try myself out in the playing field. I'm going to put myself out in the market again. I mean, can you believe this crap? I mean, this is a true story here. This is a true story. some 99-year-old prostate-infected piece of crap is actually going to divorce his 96-year-old bag of bones because he found letters from 70 years ago corresponding between his wife, then his wife, still his wife, and some stupid idiot that gave her the high hard one for a couple of years. I mean, what does everybody got to think? What does everybody think about that? I mean, you think that the old man should be leaving his, 96-year-old wife? I mean, what are you going to, I mean, like I said, he's going to put himself back on the market to get what? To get what, Betty White? I mean, I don't get it, man. I don't get what the idea is here, what the process, what the mental capacity is here. I want to hear from you right now. I want to take a couple of calls on this specific story in general, because what the hell would you do, all right? You're 99 years old, you're looking through some old trunk, and you find some love letters from 70 years ago from your wife and some, schlonghead, she decided to, run around the sack end for a couple of years. What would you do? Huh? What would you do? I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What would you do? I want to hear from you. Area code 208, what would you do?
Hey, Ghost, I just really hope you pull through. I, too, used to be a fighter of cancer, and I just hope you make it through.
I can't even understand what the hell you're saying. Take whatever you have in your mouth. Take it out, boy. 626, what would you do? Shut up, you damn bronies. All right, enough of that crap. Stupid assholes. Look, this is serious business. I mean, if you were a 99-year-old prostate-infected old man, you were looking through your old trunk, and you found, some old, little letters from 70 years ago between your old lady and some schlonghead, would you be divorcing after 77 years of marriage? I want to hear from you. 868, what's up?
3 months of winter coolness and awesome holidays. We kept our hoovesies warm at home and off to work to play. But the food we stored is running out, and we can't go in this cold. And even though I love my boots, this fashion's getting old. The time comes to welcome spring, and nothing's warm and cute.
That's horrible. That's just disgusting, man. All right, 302, what would you do?
I'd do anal with her.
You would do anal with her, for Christ's sake? What, that would turn you on, that she was, on some other schlonghead or something?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're one of those dudes. You're one of those guys that hangs behind a lampshade while your chick's, getting the high hard one by some Alabama black snake. You're one of those guys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're a stupid son of a bitch. Shut up. Get him off, for Christ's sake. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He wouldn't be behind a lampshade. He'd be out there playing with his pecker shaft, crying, saying, "I wish that was me." Stupid idiot. Anyway, what would you do, man? All right, I want to take some calls out here. This is serious business, all right? This is serious business. 757, what would you do? That sounds like you're fapping, for Christ's sake. 313, what would you do?
I'm glad you're dead, I'm glad my granny is dead. I'm glad you're dead. I'm lonely right now. I'm happy. I'm happy.
You're a real scumbag, you know that? You're a real scumbag because I said that during Kim Jong-il's death, and then you splice it up, and you're trying to make fun of my granny. God damn all of you. Damn it, you stupid sons of bitches. I wish this was your goddamn face. I wish it was your... You stupid sons of God. I wish this was your... God damn it! I told all of you goddamn sons of crap not to talk about my granny! You piece of crap! Give me a freaking break. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. You people are pissing me off, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm getting sick and tired of you all. You idiots are going to... I'm telling you right now, I could end this show right now, for Christ's sake. Do you understand that? I could be on 6th Street right now, for Christ's sake, instead of messing around with you stupid finger-spanking pieces of Jurassic slap-nut jerk-dick assholes. I could be on 6th Street right now. You sack of crap. Don't tempt me, boy. Don't freaking tempt me. Let me calm down here, for Christ's sake. Let me take a couple of deep breaths out here. Let me calm down. I know we got a couple of text chat warriors in here flapping their fat sausages of fingers talking garbage to me. But let me tell you something. You're lucky this ain't no goddamn bar room, because I'd be stomping your teeth so far down your goddamn throat, you'd be able to chew your own asses, you stupid over-feminized fruits. And I'm talking to all you scumbags in this chat room. I'm talking to each and every one of them. I'm talking to all of you. I'm talking to all of you. God damn it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. My chest hurts, for Christ's sake. Oh my God, my chest hurts. And look at these people in the chat room, for Christ's sake. Look at these people! They're laughing, for Christ's sake! They're laughing! They're laughing! Damn it! They're freaking laughing, for Christ's sake, man! God damn all of you, you're ruining Bowler Friday, for Christ's sake. This is the last Bowler Friday of the year. This is the last Bowler Friday of the year, you scumbags. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need a break. I need a break, for Christ's sake. Oh my God. I need a goddamn break, these people. I mean, they're freaking laughing at me out here, for Christ's sake. God damn it. Give me the mic. The freaking mic. I'm going to put on a freaking song, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to let you idiots ruin my Baller Friday, for Christ's sake. I'm going to put on a goddamn song. I'm going to get another freaking beer. I'm going to compose myself, for Christ's sake, and I'm going to come back. And let me tell you something, you sorry sacks of crap better have a better freaking attitude, and you better stop besmirching the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. You better stop besmirching the ghost man right here. You better stop besmirching me. You better stop it, goddamn. Oh my God. I'm going to put on something. You put on something, engineer. God. Because, I got to get some more beer, first of all, and secondly, we got to get ready for Radio Graffiti. So go ahead and throw on a song, engineer.
Black single mom with the best of children waiting in line for a welfare check. Hey, I've got a plan. Go and get a job like a real man. My kids need food. I've only got $4. I live in the hood and I'm a motherfucking gangster. Get round easily. I stole every bag in the city. Join the true capitalist army. Save us from fools like this. He's a melting pot of friendship, don't you know? If you're a serious dude and you want capital, then buy some stock and drink Blue Label. It's the swag. Goofy bone fucks his dad. It's cool out Friday. I hope we get some good calls, 'cause most of the callers are for me, Bam's World. Now ain't that a bitch? I wanted to discuss with you the green grid. Join the true capitalist army. Save us from freaks like this. But the engineer is clearly expired. If you want 5 seconds, just for you, the Radio Graffiti is what you should do. It's such fun. The goofy bone fucks his mom. Hip-hop tard standing on the corner. Who will he mug? Anyone at all? Hey, I've got a plan. Go and get a job just like a real man.
I mean, this is America! This is America! This is a goddamn
Where's the... Christ's sake, where's the mic?
I'm a capitalist!
You're listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm back, folks. I'm sorry. I had to go get another damn beer. I had to calm my ass down a little bit, for Christ's sake. And
No, the engineer isn't going to take over the show because he knows if he takes over the show, it's his ass. All right, so don't give me that crap. All you idiots in the chat room, don't give him any goddamn ideas. You understand that, engineer? Don't get any ideas from these stupid idiots.
That's right. Anyway, folks, we're already, way ahead of time, for Christ's sake. I was going to talk a little bit about some New Year's Eve tips, but it looks like you are just going to have to skip out on those. I think I pretty much gave some earlier in the broadcast. But I do want to talk a little bit about the ghosties, because once again, we are going to be nominating people for the ghosties. As a matter of fact, we're going to post everything relating to the ghosties. Troll of the Year, Best Capitalist, Best True Capitalist Fan. I mean, we had a whole bunch of categories. We're going to be posting that at CapitalistArmy.com. CapitalistArmy.com is forwarded to my blog, and I'm going to be posting all the categories, for Christ's sake. And once again, if you want to campaign for somebody, by God, send me a tweet, all right? Send me a tweet all day until the next show tomorrow. We are going to have a show tomorrow for New Year's Eve. It's going to be way before 12 o'clock midnight. It's going to be actually during the time when you should be getting ready for your evening festivities, all right? All right, while you're getting ready for your evening festivities, you should put on True Capitalist Radio in the background, and get ready for your nighttime festivities for New Year's Eve. Anyway, Ghost Politics is the name, folks, all right? Follow me on Twitter, and you'll figure out when I'm going to actually have this broadcast. It's going to be between, somewhere between the hours of 5 and 7 or 8, something of that nature. Either way, we're going to be hosting the Ghosties, and tomorrow the show is completely dedicated to that. So if you have a feeling, If you're somebody that has a feeling that you may be nominated or if somebody is campaigning for you via Twitter, you better be sure that you better be here so that you can accept your award, because we are actually going to accept awards tomorrow. When we announce the winner of certain categories, we are going to have you speak to the people. Because remember, the people want to hear you. The people are out there listening. They want to hear from you, and they want to hear what words you have to say. So you better be here listening to the broadcast so you can accept your award. And let me tell you something right now. If you are not here to accept your award, I'll accept it for you on your behalf. All right? Anyway, folks, now that we've gotten that out of the way, once again, be on the lookout. If you want to know when I'm going to be conducting tomorrow's Ghosties broadcast, well, once again, follow me on Twitter. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. Now, without any further ado, folks, I think it's about time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. It's that part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. It's Radio Graffiti, where you can give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. And when I call on your area code or on your Skype name, you have exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. Whatever it is that you have to say it. And let me tell you, if I call on your Skype name or area code, you better be ready to say something, for Christ's sake, all right? Don't be a Helen Keller deaf mute jerk dick. You better be ready to say something, for Christ's sake, all right? By the way, everybody retweet the broadcast, right? Let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and not only that, Radio Graffiti time, for Christ's sake. So bring them all in. Bring them all into the chat room. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Bring them all into the chat room, for Christ's sake. We're here live, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, it's Radio Graffiti. It's the last Radio Graffiti. It's Baller Friday. The last Baller Friday of 2011. The last Radio Graffiti of 2011. I'm psyched. I'm hyped. I'm giddy. I hope that you're just as giddy as I am. Let's go ahead and get to some callers. Do we have some callers, engineer, for Christ's sake? Well, go ahead. Let's go ahead and take it from the bottom from this time. Let's take it from the bottom. 773 Radio Graffiti.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Satisfaction. That was like, what, 2003, man? Come on. 516 Radio Graffiti. Shut up, you stupid moron. 562 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I want to give you a shout-out, and you are the talent. Keep on capitalizing, baby.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that call. Genuinely, man. Seriously. We got 702 on the horn. Radio Graffiti.
My Little Pony. I used to want to know what friendship could be. I'm My Little Pony.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid Mexican. 617 Radio Graffiti.
Oh my God, Ghost, I'm having the best party ever. I just want to wish you a happy new year and suck my dick. Oh my God, I'm gonna take my clothes off. Oh, suck my dick. Oh, my arm.
Wait a minute, are you actually listening to Nelly? Are you really listening to Nelly? Are you kidding me? You're listening to Nelly, you stupid idiot?
Oh, he dropped the call. God damn it. I mean, can you believe this? I mean, this idiot's listening to Nelly, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, how long ago was that? What, 2000? Gee, I want to take my clothes. You stupid fruit bowl. We know you're a fruity ass. No wonder you're always asking me to suck your schlong. You're a fruit bowl bastard. It's as clear as day listening to that stupid song. Jesus Christ. 606 Radio Graffiti. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? How many remixes, man? How many remixes are out there? We got a Ferris Bueller remix, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Christ, man. Over 9,000 remixes out there at least, man. 732 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost plays home front, Ghost plays home front, Ghost plays home front.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Jesus Christ. 701 Radio Graffiti.
I got one little thing, and my mom got scared of it. Moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
And that meme sucks the chrome of a 57 Chevy bumper. 323 Radio Graffiti.
Fucked his grandma so hard I gave her cancer.
Are you kidding me? You're a Mexican, aren't you? You're a little Mexican kid, aren't you, 323? Oh, don't, why'd you hang up? Oh, come on. Oh. Stupid little Mexican brat. 206 Radio Graffiti.
Put a couple of fingers in my personal shit funnel, only taking up the pooper anyway, so a couple of fingers with a goddamn latex glove on is actually rather pleasurable. And if you don't believe me, I think you need to do a YouTube search for TSA searches child.
You son of a bitch, I never said any of that, you splicing jerk! Damn it! I never said that! I never said any of that crap, and you people know it! You idiots need to stop splicing my voice, for Christ's sake! I'm getting sick of that shit! I mean, every time you call me up, you splicing my voice. I'm splicing good voice. I'm so sick of that shit. Jesus Christ, man. And screw all you people that are laughing. Screw all of you people. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Son of a bitch. You idiots have ruined the last Baller Friday of 2011. I hope you all are proud of yourself. You understand that? I hope all you milky-licking, finger-spanking, ass-licking jerk dicks are proud of yourself. 508 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Great show today, and I'm looking forward to the Ghosties.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Who else we got? 864 Radio Graffiti. Goddamn stupid remixes, for Christ's sake. I'm not a freaking ham bone, and I don't know how many times I gotta tell you idiots that, for Christ's sake. 952 Radio Graffiti.
Sweet Caroline, fruitcake never tasted so great. I've been inclined, better than anything goes, grant me you to.
Shut up, you idiots, all right? And I hate that broad's fruitcake. I hate Caroline's fruitcake, and stop throwing it in my face. I don't have to see that skank until next year, so shut it. 540 Radio Graffiti.
I'm glad you're dead, you know? I'm glad my granny is dead.
Just shut him up. I'm not going to listen to it. You understand that, you splicing pieces of crap? Stop talking about my granny. I'm warning you. I'm warning all of you. 818 Radio Graffiti.
Texas only steers and clears come from Texas, private cowboy.
Now shut up, all right? 404 Radio Graffiti.
Do you think Oprah Winfrey has a hairy asshole?
I think she does. This Billy D?
Yeah, man.
What's going on to my man Billy D. Williams in the house, man? Long time no see, man. How you been?
Doing well, man. Just capitalizing, getting ready for the new year. Can't wait to hear
you,
show,
man. Let me tell you something. I think 2012 is going to be a great year for stocks, equities, and commodities in general. I think that we're going to see the equities come in line with what earnings have been posting here for the past several quarters. As a matter of fact, it's going to continue into the first quarter of next year, in my view. So I'm pretty optimistic. What do you think?
I certainly hope so, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, Billy D. Williams, man, an avid caller, avid listener. a member of the Capitalist Army. Much props to Billy D. Williams. What's going on, man? Who else we got going on? 347 Radio Graffiti.
Cutting on the roadside, cutting in the ditch. Tick-tock, cutting you fix so bitch. Daddy was a Klansman, a Southern Democrat. He wore a white robe and a flea looking at singing song of the South with a nigger's ass in Bernie's house.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that was stupid. All right, 713 Radio Graffiti.
Happy Valentine's Day. SBCforums.com.
Yeah, shut up, all right? I mean, what is this? We got SpongeBobbies now calling me up, man. We got SpongeBobbies. I mean, first bronies, now SpongeBobbies, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. 213 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, just going to give a shout out to the engineer, and I hope he fucks my tight little pussy over and over again. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Did you hear that, engineer? You got some Lucy whorebag talking about how she wants you to do oral copulation on her pumpkin pie uterine pipe. What do you think about that? Yeah, I hear you, engineer. She sounded like a man to me, too. 269 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, you come over to my house on Baller Friday. I'll give you the best pleasurable experience you've ever had.
You sick son of a bitch. You sound like an over-feminized fruit. 412 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, Grandma, you shoved that penis up your ass. Oh, man, that's some good shit. Grandma, I'm going to shave. You assholes are sick. You know that? You're sick sons of bitches, all of you. Jerks. 843 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Yo, Ghost, I just called in and wanted to say hope you have a very happy New Year and go Pack Go.
Thanks for the Happy New Year wish. I appreciate it. 816 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, keep it up, man. 2012, keep capitalizing, buddy. Keep it up.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. 816, man. Thanks a lot. Who else we got? We got 571 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hey.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're coming in all staticked out, for Christ's sake. 717 Radio Graffiti.
Your grandmother sucks cocks in hell.
Yeah, that was lame, for Christ's sake. 909 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hey, I just want to say your grandma's so nice. I love her.
Yeah, well, thanks. You sound like asshole, but like maybe about 2 years from now. 516 Radio Graffiti.
Suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick, suck.
Shut him up. Shut his ass up. Jesus Christ. The Chiz Radio Graffiti. You assholes with these freaking Hambone remixes. God damn it, I'm not a freaking Hambone. I mean, don't you idiots understand that the reason that I made the Hambone movement was for you people to just start calling these assholes that are riding around in their motor scooters and their hover-rounds because they're too fat to walk, to start passing by these idiots and just start saying, Hambone. I mean, pass by these damn hover-round, motor scooter riding, fat jelly ass, cellulite dripping over the private parts idiots. Just pass by him and just say, Hambone. All right, I didn't mean for you idiots to sit over here and utilize Hambone to make fun of me, all right? So knock it off. You freaking finger-spanking pieces of Jurassic slapnut jerk dick cum-gurgling freak shows. 610 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I actually had a question about your items that you're selling right now, including the T-shirts.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, can't answer it. It's Radio Graffiti. 512 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, you know what? I don't really give a crap what you say about my grandmother, right? You ain't gonna hurt my feelings about that bitch. You stupid, sorry sister! Damn it! Never talk about my granny, God damn it! I told all of you not to talk about my granny, God damn all of you!
going to tell... Give me the mic. I'm not going to tell you sorry sacks of crap again. I'm not telling you again. Let me tell you something. I hope that you idiots hear the seriousness in my voice. I'm not telling you idiots again. God damn it. 201 Radio Graffiti.
When your grandmother dies, it will be hilarious.
Yeah, well, you sound like an over-feminized fruit bowl. It doesn't sound like I really care what you think. 323 Radio Graffiti.
My ass bleeds for the freaking bronies.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid brony idiots. You only wish. You only wish. Ghetto Christmas Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, Ghost, I dug up your grandma, and I'm skull fucking her right now. Oh,
It would have been kind of funny if you wouldn't have stuttered over yourself. Spurmy the Cat Radio Graffiti.
Alright, Ghost, I just want to nominate the Suck My Dick guy for Best Newcomer at the Ghost Days.
Yeah, and you don't live in castles either there, you Scottish kilt-wearing piece of crap. Who else we got? We got Steve the Master, Radio Graffiti. You're playing with your pecker shake. Get him off, engineer, for Christ's sake. Kool-Aid Kid, Radio Graffiti.
Fuck you, Texas, and fuck you, Lone Star Bear. Fuck that fucking Alamo and fucking Longhorn State.
Damn it. I was hoping that we could go a Baller Friday without hearing that stupid song. 708 Radio Graffiti. Another Helen Keller deaf mute, for heaven's sake. God damn it. 270 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hey, Ghost. I can't really talk right now. I'm in the tub.
You're in the freaking tub? Why are you even on the phone if you're in a freaking tub?
I just feel like it, man.
I mean, what are you, fapping right now? Are you fapping?
Yeah, man.
You sick son of a... Get this sick son of a bitch off, for Christ's sake. He's sticking the phone up his shit funnel. Stupid idiot. 918 Radio Graffiti.
I'd like to nominate you as the talent.
Well, you don't have to nominate me as the talent. I am the talent. Do you understand that? Me, all right? I'm the talent of True Capitalist Radio, and don't you ever freaking forget it. Capitalize this, Radio Graffiti. You can't see me. Hambone! You can't see me. Yes! 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 Woo! I mean, you're actually remixing me with freaking John Cena, for Christ's sake, this white cracker-ass cracker that thinks he's from the hood, for Christ's sake. Let me tell you something. Wrestling is fake, assholes, all right? It's fake. It's homosexual soap operas. That's what wrestling is, all right? It's homosexual soap operas, all right? It's not real. It's a bunch of muscle-bound men wrestling each other in freaking panties. That's what it is, all right? So for you idiots that are sitting over here, putting freaking wrestling on such a big freaking pedestal, you're morons, all right? I could whoop any one of those wrestlers' asses in real life, all right? Any one of them. You put me in a bar room with any one of those homoerotic soap opera acting pieces of crap, I would whoop their ass, all right? Because let me tell you something, it ain't nothing for me to whoop a man's ass, all right? I mean, I could clench my fists together, put them in my pockets, and be taken to jail for carrying a lethal weapon. I mean, that's how much of a badass I am out here on the streets of Texas. Do you understand what I'm saying, boy? It ain't nothing for me to whoop a man's ass. Anyway, we got BJ Nitro, Radio Graffiti.
Hey there, Ghost. Just thought I'd say, have a Merry New Year, and hope you're having an awesome end of the year, bro. Keep on.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I hope that I have a decent end of the year, too, for Christ's sake. I bought a whole bunch of bottles. Man, I got some Moet, I got some Dom P. We're going to be putting them all on ice. I'm going to be having, some close friends over. Well, once again, I don't really have close friends. I have associates. So basically, we're business associates, and we're going to be popping bottles all night until 12 a.m. for Christ's sake, and it's going to be a great freaking time. We're going to be smoking some goddamn Cuban cigars, some Cohibas, straight out of Havana, for Christ's sake.
And not because we're supporting those communist Castro brothers, but because it's the greatest goddamn virgin sun-grown freaking tobacco on the planet. Anyway, who else we got? We got 660 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, it's obvious. The engineer is the real talent here.
Now, shut up, fruit bowl, all right? You don't know your ass from your elbow, for Christ's sake. That's why you're always bent over in a glory hole. 503 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, you are a racist ham-bone troll, and the maddest brony I know, troll, you.
That is fruity, just like your poop chute. La 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 la. Take this rhyme and shove it up your asshole, you fruity ass brony bastard. 630 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, another Helen Keller deaf mute for God's sake. God damn it. 603 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I'm smoking crack. I don't mean the drug. I mean the crack.
Shut up, man. You're so stoned, your phone is stoned, for Christ's sake. 313 Radio Graffiti. I mean, you know, I said that one time, and you idiots are remixing me with freaking Big Pun, for Christ's sake. Big Pun, you know, the asshole that couldn't put the freaking fork down before his heart finally said, I'm out of here. Stupid, fat Puerto Rican piece of crap. 703 Radio Graffiti. Now, shut up, you stupid broad. Get back in the kitchen and make your man something to eat, please, all right? 478 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, if you murder someone and get away with it, is it still murder?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? No, it's not. Not by the legal definition. No, it's not. 610 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I had a quick question about your merchandise. My friend Rarity, really good friend of mine, she wanted to actually take some of your Ghost True Capitalist Radio merchandise, and she wanted to put it into a pony dress form so ponies could go around, supporting the capitalist army. What do you think about that, Ghost? Could you,
Jesus Christ, what do I think about it? It makes me want to puke. That's what I think about it. It makes me want to throw up nasty chicken grease and corn oil and cream of wheat with 5-day-old cereal and stomach plasma. That's what it makes me want to do, for Christ's sake. Exara Hawks, Radio Graffiti. Some great piano playing as usual there, Exara Hawks, man. We appreciate it. And, of course, we all know that Exara Hawks is the True Capitalist Radio pianist, one of the greatest pianists ever to grace the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. We got 606 Radio Graffiti. Shut up, all right? 571 Radio Graffiti. Freaking vibrator again, for Christ's sake. Equestrian Citizen, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, my brother. Happy Baller Friday, my nigga.
Hey, what's going on? It's Equestrian Citizen. Happy Baller Friday, brother from another mother, man. What's going on?
Yeah, dog. Hey, just one thing. You mind if I really quickly talk to you about something I found out? It'll help you clear up a really big misunderstanding.
All right, man. Hurry up, man. You got 1 minute.
All right, yeah, real quickly. All right, yo, I know this isn't really a topic you like talking about, but you see, these brony niggas, what they is, I did a bit of research, and I found out they be some of them fans that they actually, fans of the show. But then they be some niggas, they call themselves clouters, they on, this fortune and shit, and they be, jacking off. And so I think that's why the first time I called in, you said I'm chasing my Alabama black something or that when I was watching the show. But you see, I think the thing is that you're just confusing little sick bastards with the bronies. I just like my little clarification, man.
Well, I don't know if they're all cloppers. I don't know if they're out there fapping to talking horses. I don't know. All right, but I'm not going to sit over here and make some kind of a judgment call or make some kind of a guesstimation on what's going on. I don't know, but it seems to me that they're all clopping, all right? They're all cloppers. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I'm going to be here tomorrow. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, for Christ's sake. Ghost Politics, all right? All one word, no underscores. Tomorrow is the Ghosties, baby. The Ghosties. And it's going to be between the hours of 5 and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So follow me on Twitter to figure out when I'm going to conduct this broadcast. And moreover, add to your favorites or your goddamn bookmarks, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's where I have every single episode in archive that I have ever conducted on this broadcast. There it is, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Anyway, I'm going to be here tomorrow. I hope to see you here at the Ghosties. You better be here. You better be here because I'm going to be here and I'm out of here, engineer. Get me out of here. I can't wait for the Ghosties. It's a new year. It's the last Bowler Friday. I'm headed to 6th Street. I'm headed to 6th Street. It's Miller time. It's Miller time. Yeah.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central. Or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.